Shut off the lights and have a drink because Elektra is here on Bad Movies Rule, the worst movie podcast ever recorded. And today we've got the Human Movie Database logged on and ready to roll. Ryan Farrell is in the house. We got the man who knows a lot about a little and a little about a lot. Dr. Ryan Matala is making a house call. And the machine punter Mumber's got both barrels loaded and ready to go. We're talking about Elektra. I'm your host, James Hauser. Let's go. And we have a very special guest joining us at the kids' table today. A first-timer. Lauren Matala is here. Hi, Lauren.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fantastic now that I know it's a couple times it almost happened, but now it's actually happening.
Yeah.
We have both Matalas here in the studio on the same day. I can't wait for this. This is going to be fantastic.
It is something.
And for your favorite movie, Elektra.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if that's actually true.
Really inspired you back in the day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right,
right.
2005.
Yeah, 2005.
Last weekend
During
when
our-
she first saw it.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade in 2005.
And
Oh,
she
wow.
just came out of the movie theater and said, everyone call me Warrior Girl
Yeah.
from now on.
These are my warrior beads.
Perfect. Well, look, I'm excited. For those of you who don't know, we are primarily a movie roasting show. It's a comedy podcast. We'll go through the entire show, beat by beat, through the entire thing, and talk about every scene. And then eventually at the end, we're going to give it some awards. We're going to talk about who was the best, who was the worst, and then we'll come to a final determination that is this actually a bad movie, or is it a good movie, or a bad movie that rules. The movie, speaking of opening a present, I love Terrence Stamp. I know I joked earlier and I said, oh, no one's in this movie besides Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
But Terrence Stamp plays Stick, who is most probably well known as General Zod in Superman 2.
Yes.
And so the movie, as so many of these dumbass movies do, opens in a voiceover over some animation.
Oh, here we go with James's Expo opening.
No, it's always on movies you're on, too.
It is, too, because I was thinking, it's funny. I
Green
was watching it.
Lantern.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What was the other one? Maximum
47
Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive.
47 Ronin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me because the second this movie started and this was happening, I literally had to pause it after 15 seconds and was like, here we go.
James is going to ruin this one
James
too.
in the expo. James in the opening expo.
I was happy at first. I was like, oh, that's Terrence Stamp's voice. Good, right? That's
Yeah.
good. But as soon as a voiceover starts with "Since the dawn of time," I'm like, I don't care.
There's been a battle between good and evil. It's like you don't say.
Don't start your voiceover with "Since the dawn of time." I've checked out already.
Yep.
We're going all the way back to the dawn of time.
Yep.
How long is this movie?
Seriously. Yes. So he lays out some drivel about it's an eternal battle between good and evil.
And the animation is extremely like Asian animation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you are expecting every person in this movie to be like Jackie Chan's cousin.
Except there's like
Except there are
there's
four,
there's like a bunch of them around a table.
and they're all
and
like, "Hi, I'm from Chicago."
It's true, though.
That's what it's
Well,
like.
and through the whole thing, this whole opening dialogue, I'm sitting there going, isn't she Greek?
She is.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
She's
what
not
does this
even-
all have to do with? And I was like, all right.
That's why
I guess I'm just along for the ride.
That's why they use the Greek alphabet in the credits.
But why is
Yeah, no, just keep saying that.
Why?
Yeah, but why is so the basically it's like the hand is evil and the weapon is both sides want the weapon so they can win the war,
this guy?
intimating that the weapon is Elektra.
Yeah. And this guy had a way with naming things. The hand, stick, stone,
Tattoo.
tattoo. I don't
No,
know.
it's great stuff.
I mean, I defer that to Kurt. Like, is that pulled from the comics?
Well, I wasn't really to tell you the truth, I wasn't 100% certain on Elektra. I didn't do a lot of Elektra comics
Nobody
as a
knew.
kid.
I never did Elektra either, but
Oh, guys, nobody knew. Nobody knew any of these people from the comics.
No.
yeah.
This was the F list as we get through it.
Right.
It really is. The Wizard magazine, if we're talking about how much of a comic how much of a comic nerd we used to be.
Sure.
They used to come out with a Wizard magazine all the time.
Loved
right?
Wizard magazine. Sure.
And there used to be a funny feature in there where there'd be like just like the worst heroes or villains.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And like, that was the one we talked about with the guy with the calculator on his chest that his job was just to get his ass kicked. And I felt like all of these guys could have been featured at some point in the like unknown crappy characters of Marvel or DC.
Well, and I was like the whole time I'm going because I didn't remember the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm going, I don't remember who the villain is in this. And then I kept thinking there was a Daredevil crossover. I'm like, maybe he's in this. And I was like, maybe he's not. I don't remember. And then when I sat and I watched it, I went, there's no cool bad guy in here. None of them. And then when I saw Shang Tsung, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And then he didn't do much.
But he doesn't do anything.
I'm like, man.
Really, he just sits there.
All right, well let's get into it.
Really wanted
as
to
we
be
do
like,
this.
it's mine.
We have our obligatory opening sequence to show how awesome our main character is. We got a nice little cameo from Jason Isaacs in here, who I really like as an actor.
I love Jason
He's the one
Isaacs.
sitting there sipping his
He's
whiskey.
the dude sipping. He was the bad guy in The Patriot, one of the best bad guys of all time in that movie.
Captain Steel in Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
And he was Hook in a Peter Pan movie.
Oh yeah,
he was underrated as Hook.
Yes, that was a really good movie too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts. If anybody hasn't seen the Jason Isaacs, not the one that came out with Hugh Jackman is trash compared to that one. It came out like in the aughts, I think, and no one paid attention to it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. It's
I was just thinking about the one with Jude Law too. Like that
There's
just
that one also.
came out. Just came out.
Like just came out. I
Someday
haven't
they'll
seen
get
that
it
one.
right.
They'll just make 9 more before they figure it out.
Yeah.
Spielberg got it right with Hook.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just
Hook was
saying.
good.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, so but basically, it's Elektra's been sent to kill Jason Isaacs' character, who's sitting in front of a fire, dripping. I'm doing that a lot today. All right, hold on. That's like the 9th time. So the movie opens with Jason Isaacs sitting in front of a fire, drinking his whiskey, and he's waiting, and his guards are all in a tizzy because, she's here, and he's supposed to give his job is to give the dial, like to basically spout Chuck Norris facts about Elektra.
Yeah.
Right.
More or less.
To scare his guards.
Yeah.
I heard she can be in front of you and behind you at the same time.
I don't even know why I hired you.
Yeah.
That's the whole
He's
moment
like,
where he's like,
I should have never hired you, Bauer.
she killed everyone else I've ever hired. So
She
good
killed
luck,
everyone
you're
else.
dead.
yeah. He's like, oh, great. Am I not getting a paycheck?
I used to hire the top security in the whole world. She killed them all. That's right. So now I got you.
So Bauer's like, well, crap. We're like the 10th best.
Yeah, they were like, shoot.
We're the lowest bidder.
I was wondering why I got that.
He's like, are you telling me Chuck Norris facts right now? Because I'd feel much better if you were telling me those.
She'll kill you and you won't even know you're dead. Like that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the security cameras are going off, and it's meant to build up,
Yeah,
Elektra's whole
So
character.
they
This
screwed up with
Body,
it too.
bodies are falling off rooftops.
Right.
and,
The
you know.
screens start going black. Like 2 of them go black.
Yep.
And then it switches over, and he's looking at some other monitors, and all of a sudden they all start going fuzzy, and it's like, why did we switch?
I don't know.
Like he actually just tripped over those first two, and he's like, no, something's happening.
Oh,
That's
And he
exactly
spins
what
over.
But then he just catches like her coat in
Yeah.
like one corner of one.
so
Yeah.
what you're saying is that IT anachronistic then?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
All right.
I can make up words too, Ryan.
Means it was like if you were shooting a movie based in the 60s and someone has an iPhone, it would be an anachronistic mistake.
I don't understand.
That's all I mean.
Please speak English.
Okay,
She
explain
goes,
it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
all right, so he's explaining this to Bauer like he's 5. He's like, I heard she whispers in your ear right before she kills you. And sure enough, she comes up behind Jason Isaacs and
She
says,
goes, poo poo, pee pee, poo poo. Sorry. Go ahead. What did she say?
death's not bad. I've been dead before. Whatever
She
stupid line.
doesn't just come up behind him. She's like 20 feet away,
Yeah.
and then
Whispers in his
within
ear.
half a second, she's whispering in his ear.
Oh,
And then she's back 20 feet away again.
right.
Right.
That's the first of her selective teleportation.
She
Yes,
has selective
that is a good-
teleportation.
She's
term.
really good at peekaboo.
Yeah. Yeah. But when it comes to actually saving somebody, she has to run.
She has
That's
to
what
run.
I think. That's what I think
That
she whispered
is
in
a
his
good
ear.
point.
Yeah.
So she kills him, but she throws her scythe through the love seat.
Yeah.
You have to mess the love seat up at the same time.
Well, the sigh is like this big to start with,
Yeah.
and then she pulls it out, and it's like this big.
Well, that's just like in Daredevil. The more one time
Yeah.
she unsheathed it was like 4 feet long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the gun from the Joker. It just,
right.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, man. kills this guy, and hit the aughts rock. It was just straight into the 2000s rock sound.
I was gonna say, at least there was that part of the soundtrack that. But once again, I'm sitting here watching this movie thinking like, I don't remember any of these songs from 2005.
What happened to Evanescence?
There is none of the songs. They hired this guy to make a bunch of like aughtsy rock noises.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's all just score to make it sound like it's 2000s rock, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's
I will also say about our size, they must be like compactable because they disappear and reappear and appear wherever she needs
Yeah, where
them
are
to
those
be.
going?
She hides them right in her butt.
Yep.
She really does, though.
That's why she must run and walk so funny.
Dude, when she was running through the forest later, like upright, like a board, like a plank of wood.
It's because there's a sigh of her bunch.
You mean that exact scene that I was thinking, why don't you just teleport if you could teleport?
Yeah.
All right, so we cut to the Hand headquarters where we see
Where is this, too, by the way?
it's a boardroom at a State Farm insurance building. They just
this looks terrible.
they just let them film there.
It like fades into this sky shot. Like, let's go. Like it's some brutish architecture skyline with this random dojo on top
Yeah.
of it.
Right.
I was like, oh
But it
man.
looks
I wonder
like
where the bad guys are.
it looks like
Don't go in room 112.
it looks like the bad guy building.
Yep.
And it looks like the boardroom inside of an insurance company.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
that's literally where they're and that's the only room. The guy that plays Shang Tsung is the head, as you
Yes.
said, of the Hand, but he never leaves that room in the entire movie. He's only ever in
That's
that
his
room.
office. They just show up there and they're like, all right, meeting adjourned.
He works from home. That's where he lives.
They're all
in
just
there.
like, let's go play some pickleball. They're seriously the whitest Asians I've ever seen.
He's
Really offended by it.
he's got two people there. He's got suit guy that's like, let me handle this clean and efficient and
Yeah,
professional.
I'm your second in command. I got this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he's got his son who
Doesn't wear a suit.
looks like he just wears the flowing white sheets.
Right, Beverly
Yep.
Hills Ninja.
Beverly
over
Hills
there.
Ninja over there. He's like, let me handle it my way. And he ends up picking suit guy. Shang Tsung is like,
Sure.
you finish him. You.
I'm marking that. You're getting that.
Okay.
That's a pun.
Flawless victory. All right.
That was funny.
Back at Elektra's house. Is this where she lives? What, are we good?
Sorry, I don't know how to work this yet.
The red one. The red one adds.
The red one adds 5 though.
No, this is
No,
two.
it's two.
It's backwards.
Oh,
It's backwards in the reflection.
my gosh.
backwards in the reflection.
You're good, brother.
I'm an idiot. Sorry.
We got to hold another mirror up.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So what you're saying, James, is you were confused by this next scene.
Yeah, so back at Elektra's house, home,
Also,
Or crime scene?
crime.
Yeah.
I don't
where
know.
She's cleaning
Yeah.
up blood.
Or DNA is like that's literally what she says.
Yeah,
I don't
so
like my DNA.
McCabe. We find out McCabe is Elektra's agent, played by
Chris
Mr. Chinbeard.
but they shoot it like he gets out of the car and he. I'm doing a Ryan Farrell thing, but he gets out of the car and he like rolls the chamber on his revolver, like
Yeah.
it's like and they have this intense music building up.
Like
they do
he's
this a
the
lot in this
hitman?
movie.
Yeah.
like they're trying to psych you out, and it's like they're just lying to the audience
Like he's going to come in there and fight somebody,
Yeah.
or shoot somebody. It's literally just to drop off a bag
of money that he needs to take and go drop off somewhere else later. Then
Yes.
sorry,
to give to her.
I just
No, you're right. Elektra basically is there.
Here's your bag of money that you're inevitably going to tell me to take back with me to go to
Yes.
Barbados with. All right.
She's a mercenary. Okay, she's hired and contracted to kill people, and McCabe, is that his name? McCabe.
Yeah.
is her agent. Okay.
Right.
And he comes in, she's on the floor, like waxing on and waxing off, like scrubbing the floor. And this is where he's like, what are you doing? She's like, my DNA.
it stinks.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Are you using bleach?
every time you kill a guy, you clean the building? Like for 17 hours, are you there?
Well, and
That's
did
what
she,
like,
if
That's
she
literally what I thought.
The guy in 107's pissed.
that's right.
if she's in
Blood on these stairs again.
She's not a ghost. She's there all day cleaning afterwards.
Yeah, but people are just like they ignore the help, So she's just this cleaning lady. No, but like if she's there cleaning, I took it as she was cleaning the house she had been staying at. But if she's there cleaning the house where she just murdered 17 people,
Right.
why does McCabe know how to get there, and why is he showing up to a crime scene?
You know what? You just there. That
Right.
made sense.
But-
That's what it was. It was like her safe house.
Okay,
Right.
but then if she hates her DNA so much, then did she spend all day cleaning that place before she got here and cleaned her own place?
Right.
She's probably cleaning because she's OCD.
You think she?
I thought you were going to say something else, and only you
that's
could make
also
that
true.
joke.
thought you were gonna say, I thought she was cleaning because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought she was gonna say?
Well, okay, that thought crossed my mind too. But because it really
Just to
plays
be
into
fair.
the OCD. Like
Yes.
she's got to be cleaning because she's OCD.
Yeah,
Right.
this is where they start to establish because in the next, so she gets offered a job for $2 million by McCabe.
Well, for two.
We assume it's million, not 2,000.
I don't know.
Because
Might
it's
have
like
just been $2.
$2.
$2.
She's not gonna. They're not gonna give anybody else that number.
I love how she's like, she's like, how much? Just tell me.
Just tell me. Fine.
The way Jennifer Garner says that is so, gosh,
What?
cringy.
Why?
That's
Her line
literally her
delivery.
line.
Oh, just tell me.
McCabe's walking away, and he's like, "Oh, it's a big number," and she's like, "I don't care. How much? Just tell me." And I'm like,
She struggled with line delivery throughout this whole
yes,
movie, dude.
she really did.
Seriously.
Yeah, and yeah, it turns around $2. I was just like, $2. All right.
There's all
Pace
kinds of
to it.
stupid dialogue. At this point, she has a flashback to her being trained by Stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of flashbacks.
Lots
in
of
this movie.
flashbacks.
Too many.
Too many. But this one, just to give you an idea of how bad some of the dialogue is, and then the Stick delivers some straight up Steven Seagal level. This I'm going to read this, and I'm going to read it like Seagal because it sounds like something idiotic that he would say.
Ooh.
This is a line of dialogue from this movie. Don't look for your opponent. Just know where he is. I'm blind, and I see more than you because I don't look. What?
Because he's blind. And I don't look.
This is the writing.
That's the worst advice you could ever give somebody is to not look where they want to be attacking someone.
Okay, if you're ever fighting anybody, just close your eyes and
Just don't look at them.
Right.
I can't see you.
Just know where they are. But don't look. I can see them because I'm not looking,
But you're over there and they're them.
but also I'm blind. so blind myself? No, don't do that.
Why'd you just do that?
Then you can't look.
well, you know,
But
Okay,
I'm
I
not
did
supposed
it.
to look.
first case in point, Steven Seagal would have made this movie better.
Oh. Why are
If
you
he
so
took
right?
his place, if he took Stick's place.
Yes, if Steven Seagal played Stick.
Could you imagine if it was Chunky Seagal?
Chunky
In a,
Seagal
in a
as
roll
Stick.
chair.
In a chair.
Because at this part, Stick kicks her out of the dojo and tells her to leave forever.
Yeah,
right?
the,
gotta get out
what
of
are they called? The Hishiguri?
Yeah. Listen, there can only be one master, and I'm already the greatest of all time, so you might as well just leave. You're too
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Just get out of here.
You're
Is
the
this
most
a
powerful,
test?
but not the best.
But don't look at me, because you should just know that I'm here.
And the whole time, Jennifer Garner's just like, yes, master, is this a test?
Is this a test?
What do you mean?
Stick's like,
Don't forget
Should
the
I-
uncontrollable crying.
no, I just want you to leave. It's not a test. Just get out of
just
here.
leave
no
your
one likes you.
Just leave your stick and go.
Here's your stick.
Here's your stick. Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know.
That's right. All right. So we get to
Sounds like we need a new segment on here. Is it Seagal or is it not?
Well, we've started
and then just
doing-
read a line.
well. See, it's interesting because you haven't done Good Movies Rule yet.
that's
but we
funny.
started doing, instead of Arnold making it better, we said how would Seagal ruin this movie?
Oh my gosh, I
and
can't
so
wait.
we just put him in.
Wow. You started that the day after I did it. You gave me the worst good movie.
That's right.
And then you started doing this after.
Yes, we did.
I gotta
with
wait
Jaws.
6 months to do this again.
It's gonna be fine. All right, so she gets to the mansion for this job she took for the $2 million. They're putting her up in some house on the lake, and she's told she has to wait 2 days or at least a couple days before she can get the name. So we can't give you the name of your target yet. You got to wait there a couple days in this beautiful frickin' mansion on this side of a mountain.
Yeah.
And that's it. And this is
That was
you're right,
a
Lauren.
weird requirement.
Where they started to set up the fact that she's got OCD, right?
Oh yeah.
Counting
Yeah.
her steps.
And can I just say, I honestly thought she was going to build a bomb in that moment. Okay?
Out of the
Because
fruit basket?
No. Before that.
it's super
Gonna
intense
MacGyver it.
music playing. Okay? She gets there, and I'm like, all right, she probably stopped at the hardware store. Where are we going? We're going to build a bomb.
Right.
Okay? She unpacks it all. No, it's her toothpaste. Like,
Here's my
you're so
toothbrush,
OCD
my
that you're
toothpaste.
unpacking all this. Then we go to the array of fruit. Like, all, yeah.
Yeah, all
Totally has OCD.
Well, toothpaste. I mean, have you seen License to Kill?
No.
No.
You're talking about the Bond movie.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
With the
seen
exploding
that
toothpaste.
with Timothy Dalton, but I've seen it 30 years ago, like in
Yeah.
'89 when it came out. So
exploding toothpaste.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah.
remember
That's what I'm saying though. Is like she's got all these chemicals, right?
She does.
When you
Yeah.
said that, I was like,
Yeah.
that's a really good point because it was super intense.
Well, she carries around. She's got her suitcase of weapons, that looks like a suitcase of weapons. Like anyone carrying that around, it's clear you're carrying around a suitcase of weapons.
The cops
Did
are
you
going
see
to be
the
like,
lady that moved in next door? I think she's got a suitcase of weapons.
Did you check that at the airport? How did you did you walk there? How did she get her freaking suitcase of weapons on the plane?
well, she took the ferry.
Well, she took the ferry. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So she literally took a boat. That whole scene happened and I didn't notice.
No, it's when she's going to leave. She's
No,
getting
there's
on
a
the ferry.
boat scene.
Yeah.
Hold on, you didn't even notice the boat scene?
What boat?
It's
The
she's
precursor
standing next
scene.
to the ferry.
She's on a ferry.
Yeah.
And she even has
I
like a
don't
flashback.
care.
She has a flashback on the boat.
Just so you know, that's why she didn't get on a plane.
She had a flashback. I checked out after the 9th flashback in the first 20 minutes.
She was on a boat. Yeah.
She has a dream. After all the OCD crap, she has a dream like the damn devil killed her mother or something.
Yeah.
That weird
It's
flashback.
like a weird ass flashback.
She goes swimming.
She goes swimming.
And she swims
In
really weird.
different bodies of water.
Yeah, women don't swim like that. I'm just gonna say.
No, they don't.
wait. Like what?
No.
She just looked like she was swimming.
Well, one,
She
she's
was
like
doggy.
Yeah,
wiggling
No.
her arms.
very inaccurate.
And two,
That was the direction.
she's going like her legs are going like this, like really wide. And apparently women don't swim like that. I've been told.
I don't know.
no, I do, and I'm telling you, it doesn't happen.
Oh, all right.
They don't like that.
They don't frog
There's
paddle.
reasons.
There's reasons.
Hold on here.
What? They're worried about fish swimming in where they're not supposed to, or what? What's the
Shark Week? What are we talking about?
Shark Week.
crazy? All right. Look, guys,
So evidently that was also anachronistic then.
what was?
Her swimming.
Why? is
Because
that-
it was an iPhone?
Because it's not how women swim.
Oh, but anachronism would be the time in
Time
which
was
it happened. You say it's an anachronistic if that's the way they started
'cause if it's
swimming
in 2023.
in 2020.
Because that's
Then
I got you.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay. All right. Look, guys, we're 20 minutes into this damn movie, and we get a workout montage that's tied to nothing.
she woke up at 2 a.m. to work out.
We don't need a workout montage.
Yeah.
Usually, when workout montages are effective in movies, when they're tied to a specific reason that the audience is like, yeah, let's freaking go.
Well,
But it's just,
Sure.
It's just nothing's happened.
It does-
and now we're watching her work out.
It does tell us that she's on very potent anti-insomniac drugs
yes.
How so?
because it shows a bottle of
shows the bottle.
anti-insomniac
It
drugs.
shows the
Oh
bottle.
my gosh, were you paying attention to this movie?
Yeah, it's
It, but
off-brand Ambien.
Don't feel bad,
Yeah.
James. I didn't see it either.
she's on drugs.
I also
though.
didn't know she was on a boat.
Do you guys watch
Thank
the
you.
movie?
Yes, I
I was
watched this
gonna
movie
say
intently.
that's actually something I picked up on more was the bottle of pills.
Yeah.
Look, guys.
The bottle of pills.
gonna
it lays the groundwork to explain why all this weird stuff is happening.
Yes, but I have to care first. If I'm to the point where I'm reading medicine bottles
It was highlighted.
to get important
It was.
context.
If you go back to the scene, they lit it up to make sure
Like
you could read
there
it.
was even like a bokeh around the
Yeah,
edges,
like, it
so
was
that you
fake
knew,
highlighting.
so that you knew that it was Zolapam.
You
and it
can't see
underlined it.
yeah,
You can't see anything in this
Yeah.
movie. Here's
Yeah.
something I am going to lay right at Rob Bowman's feet. This whole movie looks like garbage.
it looks like a 2005 movie.
I couldn't. It does
Yeah.
not. It looks worse than that. The whole thing is like all muddled and
Yeah.
bronzed over.
Yeah, bronzed
and like
over.
I can't
Yeah.
tell the difference between the dream sequence and the rest of it because it all looks the way you would make a dream sequence look.
It does.
The entire film.
It does.
You know what it
It
looks,
looks like crap,
It does.
which
This is-
really made me to the point where I'm like, I'm not looking at this frame any more than I have to read pill bottles.
So what it actually looks like, to be fair,
to be
is
fair.
if you were to go onto MySpace around this time, and well, actually a little bit before this, and you were to look at all the photos of the girls that are 14 years old, and all of the layers they put over their photos to try to make themselves look
Yes.
pretty. That's what it looks like.
That's Elektra 2005.
Yes, yeah.
You're right. Okay, fine. All right.
That explains the extremely
He was a
green
14-year-old girl.
eyes.
She started to get mad. She starts calling her agent. I gotta have a name right now. I'm tired of sitting around here. I'm like, I'm tired of sitting around here too.
Yeah.
We have a
Watching
little
you having your montages and your flashbangs or flashbacks.
He goes, look, the client wants you to wait. I'm like, yes, but that means I have to wait as
But
the
why
audience
does
member.
the client care if she waits for 2 days?
Because we find out later the client was sick. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. I don't even care.
Wow.
Okay, the
James
client was
did
sick
not.
because you asked the question.
No, it's thick.
And he knew that by putting her there for a couple days, she'd meet the frickin' neighbors and do the right thing. But we don't find that out
It's
until
a little
an hour
late.
later.
She just killed 45 guards. She already did it. She already killed a bunch of people. He decided to wait now. He's like, you just murdered a bunch of people, but now I want you to wait to kill these people.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Little girl comes over to her house
Little
after
girl.
a workout.
I was gonna say
13-year-old girl.
You know, at least now we get a little ray of sunshine in this movie.
Abby is her name. She runs through the house. It looks like she's trying to escape, and she throws a box cutter. Elektra throws a box cutter and pins her sweater to the wall and catches
Come
it.
on, man.
Yeah, her only reaction is, you cut my sweater, really? Not
she
you could
kinda
have killed me?
Undersells the
She said
crap out of that.
She said you could have killed me.
Does
Yeah,
she?
yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Well, she doesn't say it with her face because
She's
that would have
not-
required acting
yeah.
skill.
You could have killed me, but you cut my sweater.
Wow.
I'd rather be dead.
What?
Like, that's basically how she says it.
The hate already?
Oh my gosh, she was terrible.
She's better than Jennifer Garner.
She was much better than Jennifer Garner.
Dare you? Bullshit.
I canceled my Capital One card because of this movie.
Canceled your Capital One.
He's getting an extra large flip flop to throw.
I'm trying to find my sandal with the leather strap.
I was going crazy. I had to blow it or it was going to be nuts. All right. Guys, we're 40 minutes in and we're not even a third of the way through this movie.
I hope you
Do you know who's on this
You got to
episode
pick
with
this
us?
up. I know,
Ryan
but it doesn't matter.
Farrell.
But it's not even Ryan doing it this time.
It's
That's
never
true.
me doing
Fair.
it. You have pinpointed me for something I
always
don't
you.
even do.
It's always you doing it.
I nominate Ryan Farrell.
All in favor?
I get stuck. I get stuck on these
We're
episodes.
fast forwarding through this nonsense. So after she meets Abby, she realizes Abby tried to take a necklace from her, which was the necklace from Daredevil. But at the end of Daredevil, she left that necklace with Ben. So it makes no
No.
freaking sense why it would still
She
be
left
there.
a different one that was Braille.
It was still, it was but it's the same necklace.
I think it was a different one.
It was
that
the
in Braille.
same exact necklace.
You know what I focused on?
What's that?
Who leaves their box cutter open? That's such a safety
That's
hazard.
A good question.
When you're a ninja, you're not worried about those.
I'm just saying, like the whole scene, the only thing I got out of it was, why'd you leave your box cutter open on the box?
And she's really intense. Like, chill out. You're on
Abby-
Ambien, okay?
Have you ever stuck a box cutter? Easy to pull out.
I know.
I don't know how it could pin somebody's shirt, to be honest with you. You would just be like, yoink.
It would just
See you
close.
later.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when we gave you the box cutter at the end of Psycho Hiker to fight Bob.
Yeah.
It's
There you
like,
go.
what are you going to do with that little thing?
Yeah.
You know,
Nothing.
Psycho Hiker.
All right. So
Wink, wink.
she invites Abby comes over again the next day, invites Elektra over
For Christmas.
And
Yeah.
Christmas is like, I've never heard of, or Christmas, wow.
Yeah.
Elektra's like, I've never heard of this holiday. What do you
never heard
speak
Christmas.
of?
Apparently it's Christmas. Didn't
It's a
even
weird
know.
flex.
Sure.
So we come over, and this is where we meet Mark.
What a douche.
Mark is Abby's dad, and they're gonna have Christmas together. And these are the most boring people of all time. I was bored out of my mind watching this dinner.
They love
Lauren's
math.
she agrees with me.
Just,
Totally.
she's got some stuff to say about this.
this dinner,
The irony of the whole thing was that for all of Elektra's insomnia,
Yeah.
this is where I fell asleep.
bro.
It's a real snooze
The
fest up
first
until this
30
point.
minutes are the most boring. It's
Part of a movie ever.
Supposed to-
I agree with you.
Legit. No, I legit fell asleep. Like I said, I've never seen this movie before. I put it on 4 nights ago, fell asleep, woke up at like the hour and 28-minute mark, and I was like, ugh, I gotta watch
Do
this
this
again
again?
now.
I got you beat. I think I've fallen asleep 4 times at this point.
Oh my
up to this time, every time. I feel like I'm living Groundhog Day. I need to get out of this.
I've already seen this.
I'm fast forwarding to the dinner.
all right,
Okay.
Lauren. What'd you think of the
Okay,
dinner?
my thing with this scene,
Yeah.
we know she's taking sleeping pills,
Yeah.
but you're going to turn down a glass of wine? Like, first of all, what woman does that? Okay, I don't know of any. And it's a holiday nonetheless. Like,
Yes, you're right.
drink the glass of wine.
You were offended by that.
I really
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Personally.
Oh, yeah. I would have
took
down
that
that and been like, can I get another one of these
Really
on
struck
this
a nerve.
assignment, please?
I need some sleep.
Yeah.
I got a set of pills these go good with.
That's right. We're doing Ambien and wine cocktails, and I'm checking out for the night, people.
Let's go. I got flashbacks to have.
It's gonna be a game. See if I can make it through this dinner without fallen asleep.
My contract doesn't start
Too
till
late.
tomorrow.
Jeez.
Oh man.
They're already, and her and the dad are already giving each other the look.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they gave each other the look like when they first met.
I know.
He was all over it.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
right.
Like,
The second.
she just dated
Yeah.
freaking Daredevil. You're
Yeah.
gonna trade down from Daredevil to House Dad?
To be
Well,
fair,
he
this
is in
guy.
those nice sweaters. I mean,
Well, and
you
this
know.
guy can see, so
He decorates better.
Mr. Grace was like, just called him Mr. 5 o'clock Shadow. She was like, he is ugly.
That was another thing too with the movie. I was like, gosh, Elektra is easy. Because like in Daredevil, like her and Matt
She was
Murdock,
tough in that one.
They literally sleep together. Like they've met each other 3 times.
Yeah.
And they're,
Lose
like,
your dad and your blind boyfriend. You end
Twice.
up being a
Exactly.
jerk.
yeah,
Date
You get real
two.
easy.
Right.
Yeah.
If the
Right.
first date counts of them punching each other.
in a
Yeah.
playground,
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's the same thing.
Well,
They're
they
like,
did have coffee together, kind of.
kind of.
We met on the beach on a boulder. Now we're having Christmas dinner. Let's maybe do it.
Maybe.
Thank God that never happens. But still, the fact that like the only thing that I was invested in the first movie was their relationship. I think I even said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I was like in for was
There
the
was
relationship.
none of that in here.
And then to now come into Elektra and you pretend the whole movie like Matt Murdock doesn't exist.
Right. She's like, who dat? Knew nothing.
Right.
Who dis?
Yeah. Scenes cut.
How do you not? He shot a scene. I read
Oh, really?
There is a scene.
with a cameo from Ben Affleck, and you cut it out of the movie.
20th Century Fox cut it
Why?
because Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck were in a relationship at this
So?
point.
Who cares?
Just there was some legal mess at the boardroom with all the guys in the suits that were like, well, we can't have this. I don't know.
You gotta have it. It's the only connective tissue back to the original movie.
I agree.
Because it now makes it seem like she doesn't give a crap about him. Like she's in a minute kissing him on the porch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Not drinking her wine.
Not drinking her wine, kissing him on the porch, and I'm like, Matt thinks you're dead, but you know he's not,
Right.
Right.
and you're trading down to House Dad,
Yeah.
Yep.
Durko Merkovich or whatever his freaking name is.
Go with that one.
Okay,
Pretty close.
it's ridiculous.
Well, and you even think after having a trainer that's blind, you would be constantly reminded
And that
of your ex-boyfriend.
That's the tie-in.
Like you wouldn't just have flashbacks of like, oh, and like maybe
What are
just
the odds?
there's Matt Murdock just sort of in the background with like sunset.
He's like Obi-Wan.
Yes.
I was literally like, what
just
are the
comes
odds
back
that her
ghosting.
trainer's blind?
She keeps meeting all these very capable blind men.
Really? 2 for 2 on the really capable
you would really
blind
think
guys.
that'd be a can opener for
She would
her.
be disappointed if she met a real blind person.
There is one plot
You just got to look forward all the time. Just and then glance down once in a while and away.
Yeah.
And that's how you're blind.
That's how you play a blind.
Yeah, you just don't look at anybody.
The
You're doing
there
a good
is
job.
one plot relevant. There is
Thank you.
one plot relevant detail. One from this dinner because ultimately it's meaningless. We've wasted 30 minutes. Is she's got these beads, and I say she, Abby's wearing these beads.
Yeah.
And it seems like innocuous at the moment, but Elektra's like, oh, you want me to tell you about these beads you have on? These are actually warrior beads, blah, 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 blah,
Indonesia.
blah, blah. Wah, 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 wah. And she's like, oh, I got them on eBay.
Yeah.
You know, shaking off the...
That's where I
Ancient-
get all my jewelry.
Ancient warrior beads from Indonesia, and you had to be the best warrior in the village in order to earn them.
See, I just, all I heard was wah, 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 wah.
Just saying.
I mean, I get it, but yes, they're setting up something important for later.
What kind of shipping would you pay on?
And Baltimore. Baltimore was relevant too.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, was it?
The call finally comes in.
Yeah.
Elektra knows who her target is.
After
Yes.
the third selective teleportation moment.
Okay? Your suitcase of weapons, get them out because we're
Oh
going
my
to.
This is where the movie starts getting good.
Oh gosh,
Does it though?
the way that
Yes.
Bowman-
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to put his ass right in the crosshairs again. The way that he shot this sequence, where she gets the detail, it's Abby and her dad. They're the target.
Yeah.
She gets her bow and arrow. I'm like, you're supposed to be a ninja. You're going to shoot him through the window. Get in there and get your hands dirty. But she's like, goes through and she's like, got the bow pull. Oh, I can't do it. Drums.
Yeah, wait. Cut to
Pictures.
pictures. Solace.
Termination.
Cut to Solace in the kitchen. Father,
Yeah.
daughter, laughing, orange juice. Back to Elektra.
Like it made my brain hurt
I
just
hated
watching
it.
it.
Hated
like,
it. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in cinema.
It's terrible.
I thought they hired Animal from Muppets of Mayhem to do a drum solo there.
So
Cut to the file. Cut to the headshot.
Right.
Cut to them in the kitchen. You met them yesterday.
But then it was back. But then it was like back to quietness. Oh, serene kitchen. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, serene kitchen. It's them. They're the target. Boom, 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 boom.
I was
It
just
went on
waiting for
longer
her
than
to
how we're
reach
making
over.
it.
I was just waiting for her to reach over and turn down an amp. Like, geez, I left that up too loud.
I was waiting for it to continue just like 5 more times, just as like a complete,
To beat it home.
just to
Yeah.
really beat it.
do you
home.
think they got it?
So she ends up obviously not going through with it, and instead they send some real ninjas.
Oh my
She
god!
is the worst assassin ever.
Why?
Because she can't kill these
She was
guys.
good up
she met
until
them
that point.
once.
Well, look, the first one, I'll lay this out because this had me straight up dying.
she's already connected to what's her name, Abby.
Give me a break.
She goes on the porch and she basically walks up to House Dad and is like, "Hey, can I talk to you inside here for a minute?" She knows she
Yeah.
knows there's ninjas here to kill them already, about to. And
'Cause they're already
there's
on the roof.
one on the roof above the porch. And she straight up Mario punches.
Yep.
She's like, "Let's go!" And like she does the whole jump. And
Yep.
it was straight out of Mario Brothers,
Yeah.
dude.
The bricks
Except with a
break
sigh.
and he like.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was so awkward.
My
Yeah.
favorite part though was
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
you see the 2 ninjas walk up. You see the one do the cool little like rap, woo, woo, wah, woo, up onto the roof.
He made those noises
yeah,
too.
and then all of a sudden she's like, does the Mario punch, right? What's going on with Ninja number 2? He just watched Bruce disappear.
Literally, he's just sitting in the bushes.
Yeah.
He's a dark
Tom,
guy.
what's going on? Where were you on that one, pal?
The first one's doing parkour up on the house, and the second one's just like, I got some binoculars.
Call for help 3 times.
And not a fuck you. What do you need? Nothing.
What are you doing out there, Tom?
Tiger King. All right. So the second ninja,
Which then they turn into a burst of light.
It's like
that's
gas.
not light. It's farts.
Is that what it is?
They eat a lot of beans.
Bro, the one guy so the second guy is dart gun ninja. That's all he knows how to do.
Yeah, dart gun.
Yeah.
To shoot these freaking dart. He tries to shoot her in the growler as she's
yeah.
jumping over and has to like.
She spread eagles across.
That's
eagle, so
where
she
the
doesn't-
swimming comes in.
She was practicing. I'm gonna need these legs wide.
So she doesn't take one in the front bottom. She's going like this. Just gotta take it out, dude. And this guy, all he can do is shoot darts. Because later when she gets her hand on him, he can't fight. He doesn't defend
He's like,
himself.
I just know how to pull the trigger.
He's like, I'm just the dark guy. I'm just the dark guy.
I'll snap my own neck.
Seriously.
literally.
Yeah.
And,
Wait, did they just grow these guys on
man.
like a ninja plantation?
no, because that's
And
what I
that's
was
why they're
getting
full of
to.
gas?
Is because
Okay, I just ruined your whole
No,
lead
no,
up.
no. But I'm just because I forgot I was leading up to that.
Dude, that'd be a good
is the
idea.
fact that like in some spy movies there'll be a cyanide capsule in your tooth like in
Yeah.
Captain America or whatever. With these
Sure,
guys, like
yeah.
it's even cooler. We're gonna snap our own necks and turn into farts.
Oh, excuse
You
me.
don't want to be over by me
You
when
don't
I
want to be
die.
me. I'm gonna break my neck and fart myself.
That
to
makes
death.
more sense as to why Elektra was like, run! Get out of there!
away.
You don't want to get hit with the stink bomb.
Is it poisonous? No, but it smells really bad.
Brrr.
You're not going to get it out of your clothes. You're going to have to burn them.
God, I'm bathing in tomato juice.
Seriously.
Oh, fart gas. That's funny.
All right. So I guess that was back if you remember Shang Tsung picked Suit Guy. I guess
Yeah.
that was Suit Guy's clean efficient.
He had
It
two.
was Suit Guy's plan.
Was sending two
Was sending
ninjas.
two
Two
inept.
fart ninjas.
These are my whole team.
My plan is sending 2 inept ninjas
Send the dart one
who are very obviously ninjas.
And the roof
Send
one.
the roof guy one.
and the roof ninja.
You got
long
roof
as-
ninja and dart ninja.
As long as she's never played Mario Kart or Mario, we're good.
Let's go.
I thought it was more funny is when they show them arriving off the boat.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just like totally normal people and these 2 black sunglasses.
I know.
Like once
They're
again, it's
the
like,
ninjas.
well, those guys aren't conspicuous at all. All right.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
they
since,
both looked exactly alike.
Since Suit Guy's dart ninjas failed, Shang Tsung's son rolls in with his squad. We got Bob Sapp, played Tubbs, or whatever his name
Stone.
was.
His name was literally Stone.
Coin guy,
Tattoo
Tattoo guy.
emo
Tattoo.
man, and hoe girl, whatever her
What was
name
her
is.
Typhoid
name?
fever.
Typhoid Mary.
No, it's literally typhoid fever.
Mary, right?
Typhoid
Full-
Mary.
the full
Wasn't it
event.
Mary or
Really?
fever?
Oh, typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
I just kept calling her hoe
Yeah.
bag the whole time because she just looks like she's going to a club in New Jersey. Like that's her whole.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
Snooki's fourth friend.
Right.
She had nice nails, but that's about
Pretty
it.
much what she
Not
looks like. Yeah.
dude.
GTL, baby, GTL.
I had to sleep my way onto this show.
But,
Okay.
like, this is the F squad, right? I mean, these
Yeah.
are you couldn't get one character from Marvel. Be like, can we use like Kraven or like one D-list Spider-Man bad
Silver
guy?
samurai, somebody. Yeah.
Someone.
I mean,
Someone of
yeah.
Asian descent.
I don't know any of it, like Elektra's rogues gallery, so to speak. Like,
Everyone who Daredevil fights.
Yeah, basically. She's also, I they call her hoe bag because she literally blows a kiss and gives that guy chlamydia in the freaking boardroom.
Yeah.
Right? She's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just-
Gives him,
He's got COVID-19.
what?
Now
Gives
you've-
him-
congratulations, you have
gives him
syphilis.
face chlamydia.
like, if all she has to do is kiss you and you have an STD, that's like,
That's a bad sign.
you want to stay away from her, man.
Yep.
All
don't
right. Now come two scenes that, against all odds, are as boring or more boring than what came before this. We got the pool hall and McCabe's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The pool hall with an elevator.
They take an elevator up. Now Elektra has house dad and Abby in tow. Goes up to basically pass them off on Stick, who's playing.
Yeah.
Because his name is Stick. Get it?
Oh, he's playing pool.
That's why he's good at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Tries to pass
Do you have a
them
sport
off.
that you use a stick with it? Because I can do that.
100%.
Watch how good I am at
Why
call
didn't they
ball.
play baseball?
Golf.
Golf.
It'd be awesome.
Just out on the green.
Elektra pulls up in a golf cart. Take them.
Drives off.
I mean, the pool hall scene was about as boring as golf, so.
That's
Right.
true.
Because nothing accomplished. They
Yeah.
end up leaving with her anyway. She
Yeah.
goes upstairs to dump these off on Stick. Stick's like, said some stupid sensei stuff to her. I'm not even going to dignify by going
Piss them
through it.
off. Piss her off.
Pissed her off. She leaves.
She's like, I'm outta here.
Abby and house dad follow her to the parking lot where a crow, I think it was.
Is it? Yeah.
It was like a raven.
I think
A raven,
she's
whatever.
really slow at walking because she goes down the elevator in front of them, and then they go down the elevator after her, apparently.
Yeah.
And she's just getting out to the
Right.
car.
I'd be pulling out of the driveway by the time
Yeah,
they got down
like
there.
what is she doing?
Well, she's counting. Okay,
oh
remember.
yeah,
That's
So
right.
of course you're going to be
One,
slow because
two
you're taking
and a
time to
half.
count.
Maybe she
Okay?
missed the
Yeah.
step
Yeah.
and she was like,
yeah.
oh, where
gotta go
did I
all
leave
the way
off?
back to the elevator and start over.
Well, they're in the city, so there's all this graffiti on the wall, and this raven starts to come off of the wall.
Yeah.
And Elektra's like, oh, we got to go. There's a bird.
She's like, that's not a good sign.
That's exactly what she says. It's not a good sign.
And they're like, eat it, Moe's? What is that? I don't understand. No, there's a raven.
The cartoon is after us. They take off. And again, the raven flies back to tattoo guy,
Sure.
emo man. He was literally, I'm on, and Grace goes, it's emo man. Like the first time he comes in the room.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he had some pretty thick eyeliner.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet he could have shot eyeliner out of his eyes like Superman shoots lasers. That would have been.
I think that's who. This is who Jared Leto modeled his life after.
When Jared Leto got.
It's Jared Leto. No, it's actually the original,
And if you play,
That's who
if
they
you pl-
wanted for the role. They
and if you
tried to
play-
get Jared Leto for Tattoo Guy.
right?
And if you play the first 3 bars of Black Parade, he goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's got blonde hair now. That's weird.
Its power's over 9,000.
tattoos
When
just
I
shooting
was
everywhere.
a
That's
young
what,
boy.
that's what happened when he got all his snakes. When
Yep,
he shot all his
yep.
snakes, he went Super Saiyan.
He actually had AirPods in. Just listening to it.
Anachronistic. There you go. You had
was gonna say.
AirPods.
He went Super Serpent.
The word for the day,
servant.
kids.
it is. It's become the word for the day.
All right, then they go to McCabe. So this is the next time we see Chinbeard. Is that an 05 thing? The little
Chin beard.
And turtlenecks.
talking about like you
Turtlenecks
have
with
is a
leather
full-on
jackets.
goatee
Who's-
and beard.
Yeah,
They had
full
just a little patch. That was,
the
a 2000
soul
thing.
patch.
But it didn't have the under.
It's like
like,
a
it's
neck
His
beard.
soul is just
I
like
guess the
this.
soul
like neck
patch.
beard.
the-
like just
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
just underneath.
It was
his
a
chin.
landing strip on his chin.
You know,
under it.
Yeah.
you know, your brother did that.
Yes, I'm very well aware. We don't need to talk about my brother on this
Who's Chin
episode.
beard?
Your brother did that in 2005.
Yeah.
So
He copied
was.
it after this movie. That's what happened.
McCabe takes them in.
Is that Chin beard? Is
He
that-
was also wearing turtlenecks and leather jackets.
McCabe is Chinbeard.
Oh, okay, okay.
McCabe was Chinbeard. He invites them into his house.
In
Did
an
you expect him
awkward
to live
way-
in a farm? somewhere?
No, I would expect him to live in a condo.
I thought that was Hawkeye's house.
Dude, my first thought was like, you got this whole situation brewing, and you're like, well, this over-under that holds 2 shells will be fine.
I'm betting
Speaking
this'll
of
take care
shells,
of
I
it.
was waiting for the turtles to pop out. That's the same house they were hiding at,
For
right?
real.
Like he's Casey and Jones them was picking the truck and they just panned to the left.
They all like meet in one room and they're like, who are you here for?
movie
We're
are
running
you
from the hand. What about you? We're running from the foot. Oh, weird. I didn't see that happen.
We got to separate because if they come together, then they're the body,
That
and then
was
we're
good,
in deep
Kurt.
shit.
I like that one a lot.
There's a lot of chops and kicks coming.
They're gonna walk into the kitchen and Casey's getting a back rub, and you're like,
Whoa, whoa. What do you got going on here? Chin beard?
We have instead a all that would have been great. Instead, we're ending up with a super boring ass scene where
More expo.
Abby is like, "Teach me how to use your size,"
Teach me how to Dougie.
Teach me how to. Yeah.
and Elektra is like, "No, instead, I will teach you Kimaguri." And I'm like, "Teach her how to act. That'd be better. Can you just sit her down and show her how to show emotion?"
Once again.
You know, are you hard up for this girl that played Abby?
She was better than Jennifer Garner.
it's true.
Not true.
I agree. No, I fully agree.
Oh,
With who? With who?
With Ryan.
What?
Fair.
With both of
That's
us.
Yeah.
just because he's
With
your
both of
husband.
us.
No.
The other Ryan.
She agrees
other
with
Ryan.
Look,
Yeah.
she sides with the Ryans.
I'm not
all right?
saying that I think she was a good actress. I'm saying that I think that she was better than Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's why Jennifer Garner
exactly.
gets a pass.
Exactly.
Okay.
What?
Here's why Jennifer Garner gets a pass. There's 2, and these are legitimate reasons. Okay. One, she didn't want to make the movie and was contractually obligated, and so you could see in her performance she did not want to be there.
Yeah, I'm all broken up over the $3 million she made.
The other
Yeah,
legitimate.
you made that joke in the last one.
I know.
And
What was the other reason?
I had 2
He
reasons.
used
You
the
had to.
There they go.
same.
Yeah,
He
you-
used the same excuse.
We can't
for
put
Ben
2 Ryans
Affleck.
on one side of the table.
Okay,
No,
James,
he was
what's
there.
the
He
second
wanted
reason?
to do it, but he was a hard time making it. That's not that he didn't want to.
What's the second reason?
The second legitimate reason is that she's smoking hot.
No. She's so
100% agree with you, James.
She
Hauser.
gets a pass.
All right.
No, she's not good looking. She's got weird lips. No, not attractive in any form.
For a white girl, she got the thickest dang lips I ever seen in my life.
Screek.
Okay, well, maybe you're a lip guy, but I'm just
For a
saying
Greek
she's not
girl.
attractive.
Oh, okay.
Women are like, no, Jennifer Garner is not attractive.
I don't think.
Really?
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
but
a lip
women
guy.
aren't really.
I'm
well.
just saying she doesn't have weird
Look.
lips.
No.
Jennifer Garner was attractive in Alias, and that was like,
I fully agree. See, again, right?
That was that we
I
talked
agree.
about this in Daredevil. Was peak Jennifer Garner hot?
right, and Daredevil was peak Jennifer Garner.
And she is not nearly as hot in this movie as she was in Daredevil. Even though there's a scene where she's swimming around in a bikini, there's a scene where she's fighting ninjas in a freaking bustier later on.
yeah, yep.
But it's like even when they get to costume scene, I'm like, oh, finally she's in the dang costume.
They
right?
barely show any of it anyway.
He doesn't. Rob Bowman doesn't know how to shoot her.
Yeah. It's literally like a quarter of a second for each shot.
You didn't
It's
even
weird.
get any decent shots.
He was going to get in
Because
trouble by
there
his
aren't
wife.
any.
That's why.
Yes, there were plenty to be. All right, say
I mean,
what you want.
speak yourself about decent shots. I rewinded that movie a few times. I'm
Say
just
what
saying.
you want. Say what you want about Michael Bay. He knows how to shoot a woman. Okay, and, like, seriously.
Oh my gosh.
I'm serious.
It's true.
And
Let's just say
that's the first
Transformers.
example that came to my head. There are other guys too besides that. Okay.
Who
Oh
knows how
yeah,
to
the
shoot a
first
man?
Transformers with Megan
Yeah.
Fox.
We weren't
Wow.
looking at the engine. That's all
Leaning
I'm
up.
saying.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the car. I was like, is that Megan Fox? My brother's like, that's a Camaro. That's
Who
a new
knows how to
Camaro.
shoot a man well? Is that what you're
I don't
saying?
know. Who knows how to shoot a man?
I don't know who directed Cool as Ice.
Who directed Batman and Robin?
Oh, he's not up here anymore.
Actually, you know what? Good point. Joel Schumacher.
It's whoever directed Commando. That
Joel
knows how to
Schumacher.
shoot.
He knows how to shoot a man.
Because I'll tell you what, watching Commando, I started to doubt myself.
Dude,
Okay.
who did Commando? Was that? Oh no.
Who did Commando,
who did
James?
Commando?
I don't know.
James was like, hold on, I need to
Anyway.
rewind this
I'm,
movie.
I'm trying to get back into Elektra.
Because we got to get back to Elektra now.
Do we
So-
have to?
Okay.
So
She won't. She's trying to teach her how to do whatever. It doesn't even matter.
She's like meditating.
they're doing
She's
stuff.
meditating. They're doing stuff.
They're doing stuff.
They're scaring each other.
and
She
chin
goes.
beard.
This is when she kisses Mark.
yeah.
Yeah.
She kisses Mark on the porch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hated that. after he says sorry for kissing.
Yeah.
But I don't think he picks up on sarcasm because he looks really hurt. He's just like,
Oh, she hated it.
what?
I mean, I don't know. I've had a couple of moments like that where I was like, no.
All right.
I have really so low self-esteem.
We're getting to the good stuff. When I say the good, I can't believe I just said that. We're getting
I was going to say,
Wow,
We're getting to the
stuff.
action.
we're getting
We're getting to the action.
we're getting somewhere.
We're almost there.
F Squad shows up. Well, right before F Squad shows up, she's sleeping in the bed, and McCabe goes, "Look, a bird!" and shoots this bird through the window from the inside.
Yeah,
I know.
And everybody's ears at this point are bleeding.
Go outside and shoot the bird.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Especially because he's like, well, that bird's been around here the last few days. Like, well, why don't you just wake up early and go
Go shoot the bird.
shoot it before the sun came
I'm going to
up?
stand over your body while you're sleeping, and then when I think you're about to wake up, oh, look, a bird. And then
I think that
She was like,
his,
what are you doing in my room,
that was his
weirdo?
decoy.
that was his cover.
It's like Baldur's Gate 3 when you go to reach for the little device, and then you're like, I was just seeing if you're okay. He's like pulling the sheet back a little.
He'd been standing there for an hour, and his plan was, if she starts to wake up,
I'll shoot a gun.
This bird is outside the window here, but I'm going to stand here.
So
right
actually
now.
what happened was he startled the bird. He never
you
even
go.
shot at the bird. He just startled it because she woke up.
even the bird is like,
It's true.
I'm not even Tattoo's bird. I'm just a bird.
I'm just out here watching
Just out
cows.
here doing this. All right. So then McCabe's like, go, I'll cover for you.
Dude,
and sends them all out the back door.
Come on. This guy who's a handler, who's like legit, like, I'm in this job for the money.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I'll take my 10%. You go kill the people. I'll keep getting you jobs. I'm going to
Yeah.
live on a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
His self-sacrifice makes no sense.
Yeah.
It does. No, I didn't buy it at all.
No, like,
First of all,
the whole-
didn't care because you didn't make us care about him at all.
No, exactly.
A lot of the movie is this. You don't care about anybody in this movie.
And like at first, like more or less, like, okay, McCabe was all right comparatively to other characters. Like,
Yeah.
at least
He only was a likable character because everyone else sucked.
That's right. It's like when the
You're like, oh,
ugly
here's a
girl,
normal person.
like
Hey,
when the ugly
yeah.
girl hangs
bond
out
with
with
that
two
guy.
girls who are more ugly than her.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah. But you cover up and you're like, oh.
What movie is that from? What movie is that from? I'm trying to
remember,
think of
dude.
that.
I don't know.
Shallow Hal.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
referenced
that's
that like
All
8
right.
times on this show. I need to stop.
So he
But
goes,
yeah.
go, I'll cover you.
Keep it going.
So McCabe's like, oh, I'm just gonna take on these supernatural beings with this two
Shotgun.
shells.
So that Abby and House Dad and Electra can run out the
Yeah,
back door.
exactly.
But this is what doesn't make sense about it. If you're going to be self-sacrificing, don't be an idiot. He's
Just
like,
shoot through the front door.
you guys go downstairs, and I'm going to go walk around upstairs because there's a ton of points of entry. Why don't you go down to the basement and wait in that corner where there's one person that can get through?
Well, because there's a tunnel out, I guess is where they set
Right.
them.
Wait in the tunnel, and when they get to the
gonna
tunnel,
say,
then you
just
blast them.
Just go through the tunnel with him.
Instead, he shoots.
Or that.
He shoots through the front door,
Right.
and we find out that Tubbs is basically Luke Cage, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just
No.
bulletproof.
Which
Yeah.
I didn't realize at any point he had a ponytail until
the
they
end.
got
Oh,
that
big
overhead shot of
ponytail.
him. Yeah.
I know Grace was watching when she goes, "Oh, that's terrible,
That's a terrible hair choice.
terrible." I love Bob Sapp though. He was in the Longest Yard, the Adam Sandler version. Of
Oh,
Longest
yeah,
Yard.
yeah, yeah.
The big dude that's in that too. So I like that. He was actually like an MMA fighter for a long time.
Oh.
Big, huge dude.
All right.
He takes buckshot to the chest, shakes it off. They chop McCabe's head off. He's dead like pretty much immediately.
Yeah, to give him nothing.
Yeah.
And they cut
Not
the
even-
shot where, like, did you see the head pop off? And then they cut
Yeah, they
immediately.
just cut immediately because I
Weird
think they
choice.
were trying to keep PG-13 on this thing, and that's what
Don't cut the
happened.
head off then.
But just
you know.
stab him off screen or something.
Yeah.
Now they're out of the tunnel. Elektra and Abby and House Dad are running through the forest, and this is where we start to see the other people pursuing.
Yeah.
And so we got Ho Girl. She's just walking, and plants are just dying.
Yeah. And she's
everywhere.
loving it.
And I thought of Charles's thing from Red Soil. I'm like, don't let her touch it, because could you imagine what would happen?
Oh, yeah. It'd be
Like,
dead.
Just like, nope.
Just turn black.
This part is where I think the Twilight music should start. Because it's totally
It
the
is
prelude
kind
to
of like
Twilight.
Twilight.
100%. Everything. This entire wood scene.
Well, and I love
Twilight.
that
It
everybody's.
is. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I love that everybody's in a hurry but her.
Yep.
She's like, excuse me while I just kill some plants.
I'll get there.
The smell leaking from her sniz killed all of these freaking plants as she walked by.
Stephanie Meyer's in theaters in 2005 is like, I'm writing a book series.
Seriously,
Yeah.
dude. All right, emo guy has his wolf tattoo, and so he releases
Shoots
the
out from his chest.
flying wolf. Why not just have a tattoo of a gun?
Right. If that's going to be your superpower,
If that's what I would do.
have a tattoo of like a grenade launcher.
Yeah,
I'm in big trouble. I just got Justice League Lego guys helping me out.
See, that would be a cool effect.
Right.
Like he just like puffs his chest and like missiles shoot out of his nipples.
Yeah.
Out of
If
his
he had
nipple missiles.
You know how
nipple
bad that would hurt
missiles.
to tattoo your nipples?
Like,
No,
yeah.
you have the barrel of the gun be your nip so that you don't actually have to tattoo the nips.
But it would
Right,
probably
right.
not work then, and it would just blast your nipple off. When you do it.
Just shoot nipples at him.
What happened to your nipples?
It's like
Gun
a cap
barrels.
gun.
She's running and just nipples like in the Matrix with a wall of nipples coming after her. Be amazing.
Suction to everything.
Also
awesome,
would have been
dude.
cooler than this movie.
Elektra tries to stab Luke Cage and breaks her sigh.
Yeah. From the back. She jumped.
Which
does
apparently she gets a new one in replacement. at
Because
some
later
point.
on,
yeah,
they're on the run, but she has two sides.
It was in her suitcase.
it was in her butt.
It was up her butt.
Remember? Because she's running through the forest.
Oh yeah.
She stabs Luke Cage, breaks off her side. She then runs back up the tree. The tree gets chopped through, so it
Which
starts to
that
fall.
stick that he has
Yes.
is
Yeah.
amazing because he whips it through a tree,
It goes
Yeah.
right
chops
through.
the tree,
Yes.
and then has it the next second. So it's like a
It's a
boomerang.
boomerang.
Captain
Yeah.
America
He has a
shield.
steel boomerang of some sort.
Andy's bulletproof.
Yes.
But what apparently he can't handle is a tree falling on him because he farts immediately as soon as that tree comes down.
His weakness
He
is his
knew that tree
ponytail.
was falling.
I was going to say, and as if it was like Elektra did it intentionally.
Right,
Like,
they have her running up. First of all,
Sure.
you don't know how physics and gravity work. You running up a falling
In boots,
tree
yeah,
in boots,
high heel
Yeah.
boots. Yeah, she's good.
and somehow is able to direct the way the tree falls. Is that what we're led to believe? Or
I
is it
didn't,
random?
you know,
I
based
think
on
she's
the
just-
setups, no.
The thing falls right on Bob Sapp, and he just turns into a fart cloud.
Right.
Well,
And-
and you think he would look up and go, "Oh, I need to run
That's a
5
problem.
feet to the left
Just don't be right where it's falling.
There's this
and make
tree.
sure it doesn't hit my
Well,
ponytail
there's this
because that's my
tree headed
weakness.
right for me.
That's how I turned into a fart cloud."
Yeah, if she would have stabbed the ponytail, he would have been a fart.
He's like,
The
"Oh,
worst.
All right, the big reveal.
Man.
She catches up to Abby after running like she's got a sigh up her butt through the forest and not teleporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets there
It's on
she
cooldown.
couldn't.
to see Abby.
She's like, I've teleported pointlessly so many times.
she's
I burned it out.
really good at running and not running out of breath, though."
She is.
Oh my
she
She
gets
just
there.
shows up.
She's fine.
What's going on?
Abby is fighting with these warrior beads, and the big reveal is that Abby is the weapon that the hand is after.
Yep.
Not Elektra.
Oh, wow. Twist.
And so she's clapping Coin Guy with the warrior beads, and House Dad throws the knife.
Yes.
Yep.
Sticks
And
him.
the two of them kill Coin Boy. And then Hobag comes out of nowhere and herpes kisses Elektra.
Yep.
But she didn't need to kiss her. She just wanted to. Like literally.
Literally,
You know
she
what?
is dying, and her
know
lips are
nothing.
still moving. Like, let me
Elektra
enjoy
kisses
this
back.
while I die.
Like, why are
Yeah.
you kissing back?
Yeah.
Wait, Elektra kiss back?
Yeah. Go back
Yeah,
and watch
no,
it.
literally, her lip
We
is
made sure.
moving. I was like, why is it still going?
We put the kids to bed and we watched it again.
Go take a nap.
Dad, what are you watching?
I didn't know. You're right. They
She
didn't
kisses
have to
back,
kiss.
dude. Yeah. I'm like, she's like, is this happening?
Are we about to kiss right now? She just, she gets the clap or whatever and falls down
Yep.
to the ground.
Oh no, syphilis.
Hits the ground.
have a canker sore. Yeesh.
Because you're right. I'm sitting there going, she didn't have consent to do that. But then if she's kissing
Well,
her back,
she didn't want to be on the movie, so maybe she's exploring her options.
Oh.
You know,
if I'm gonna be
Like,
here,
what can I
was
take
wanted
this
to
movie
try
into?
this.
yeah.
if I had to be here, maybe we'll see.
Like
if we
when
have
you
some
come
fun.
up to poison me, just start kissing.
Ben
me.
Affleck's in the background.
say.
Yeah, boy.
That's why 20th Century
Get
is like,
some.
we can't have this. in
No,
here.
we gotta cut his seed.
Then a whole other boring ass scene. So now,
Wait.
oh, is there more?
Oh, no.
What are you stopping me for?
Are you skipping past the forest scene now?
Because she gets knocked out and then wakes up at Stick's training camp.
Not yet.
Oh, the tree
Do you want to
ninjas.
know what happens now?
The tree ninjas.
Yes. And frickin' Stick comes out
Yes.
like one of the elves from Santa Claus. He's like, we're the ELFS. We're elves with attitude. That's what he's dressed up like. That's the
forgot.
first thing I thought of when I saw them
I
zip
forgot
down.
that the freaking
The tree ninjas show up.
they came in like a SWAT team on zip lines.
Right.
Forest ninjas like from American Ninja 4. That's what I thought of immediately. And then
Yeah.
you're right. Stick is there with them and they're all dressed in white.
Except
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
he's dressed like literally one of the elves
Like
from
one of the
Santa
elves.
Claus.
Well,
Santa
he didn't.
Claus.
He's blind.
Yeah. He's like, we're all dressed the same. What are you talking
He
about?
just looked in the mirror. He's like, I got my white outfit on, right?
The other Forest Ninja's like, shut up.
Tell him.
He doesn't know we put him in this outfit.
The other
love
white
Santa
ninjas.
Claus.
Did you see Stick's outfit today? Shh, he put on green. What an idiot. Did you say I'm an idiot? No, sir.
All right. So back at Sticks, wherever their freaking dojo is
and
at.
instead of ending the movie now,
Yeah.
we're just gonna let the bad guys go.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll let him go.
Yep.
And we're gonna, yeah.
You guys run along now.
And they start to train Abby. We're back at the place that Elektra was training at before she got kicked out.
Yep.
And they go through this whole thing where Elektra's like, this was a test, wasn't it? You let me go so that I would...
You rascal.
You hired me
You little rat.
to assassinate them because you knew I would do the right
Right.
thing. And all you needed was a push. And,
He's like, this is what doesn't make sense. And I kind of alluded to this earlier. But
Yeah.
Stick's like, I always knew you had a pure heart. And I just needed you to know that after you just murdered 27 people.
I knew it.
Like, you just had to kill a bunch of people to find out
Got
that
it.
you got a pure heart. Like,
Just so you know, I knew that you knew that I knew.
Right.
I don't understand.
Abby comes in to Elektra's room after all this.
Tries
This
to
is
steal her
where the
size,
scene
right?
with Matt was going to be when she shoots up in bed.
Yeah.
When she awakens from her herpes kiss or whatever, there's a vision of Matt Murdock, and he says, "Come back to me" or something.
Yeah.
And
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Literally.
And she goes, "I'm not," or "When I'm ready," she says, and he goes, "Okay, I'll be waiting." And then there's like a smile on her face, and it's like some kind of like, oh, she still is, but we're
In
just
love with
gonna
him.
not put that in the movie.
Nope.
Instead, we're gonna have her with Mirko Jurkovic,
Goran Visnek.
whatever his name is.
So Abby's trying to basically play with her size.
Yes, and then they get into.
Well, she is
starts
rather
to
small.
cry because Abby's like, I don't want to be here, and I'm like, I don't want to be here either. I have to watch this stupid movie. So like, I've never related to a character harder in my life unintentionally. There's like, this is the fourth time somebody in the movie makes a comment that I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I don't wanna be
here.
All right, Elektra is leaving. She's like, I'm getting out of here. Reaches out through the ninja force to Shang 2 to have a showdown at her old house.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what they did. I mean, it's like Kylo Ren and Rey.
Well, and they show the key for like 2 seconds when she's at the mansion.
What
And you're
key?
like the key to the door that opens her mom's house. If you notice, she takes the keys
Oh.
apart. She tosses the keys that go to that high ritzy apartment.
No, I
and
didn't
then there's one key she keeps.
You're right.
Wow.
And she walks away. And you're
right.
like, that's it? No
Yeah.
importance to the key other than I just decided to keep this one key.
So, but she
Perhaps
tells,
if the movie was betterly
And then
made.
they show her going, the
here's
key.
the key. No.
And then
So-
put it into the door, jiggle the handle, all the animals hide.
When she has her little force vision or whatever, she's like, we're going to meet where it all started, which to her, that means her mom's house, but she doesn't know that he would know yet.
It's a common trope in screenwriting.
And
Okay.
what time? When are we doing this?
This is a common trope. Whether you have people, I hate they're on the phone and they just hang up before
Click.
any details have
Yeah.
been exchanged, or like this, where just everyone assumes they know where to go, what time,
Yep.
all of that. It's stupid and I hate it, so I agree with
Yeah.
you. But it's a big time trope in
Yeah.
films and in dialogue. It's just like I one time just want the other guy to be like, we're gonna meet where it all started. Totally.
Where's that?
But just in case, just so I know that you know, where is that at? Just once.
And then
Yeah.
10 p.m. What are we thinking?
I actually have to, my kid's got a soccer game.
Something.
Yeah. Can we
I'll be a
make
little
it
late.
7? Oh, boy.
So Elektra goes to her old house, and before she even gets to the door, there's a big, thick-ass chain on the
Yeah.
gate
Yeah.
that she breaks with a sigh
Like this.
it's nothing. I'm sitting.
Yeah.
I'm like, it reminded me of that TV show, Is It Cake?
Yeah.
You ever see that? Right?
That's basically what it was.
Thinking like, you think it's a big chain. It's cake.
That's kind of
cuts
what,
right
yeah.
through it.
And
that's
then the
what that
sequel,
was.
Is It Cake also?
Where
They're
the hell
both
are we?
cake.
All right, fine.
She accidentally smushes the. Oh,
The
it
door
is
was cake.
We finally get Elektra in costume.
That Jane wasn't.
Thing we were all waiting. Well, I said we were all waiting for. I was waiting for.
No, I was waiting for it.
All right, I appreciate that. For this entire movie,
I didn't care.
My daughter is like watching it. She didn't see Daredevil. She's like, she fights in a bustier. This is the first. I'm like,
I don't know about you, but
Shut up, mind your business.
she made my sheets rise
Why don't you mind your business?
and fly around my room.
Seriously.
I was like, great. It's what she wears in the comic book, Grace.
She pulls up the comic book.
Other
No,
than
she
the-
doesn't.
Other than the head handkerchief,
That's
but
right. All right, she rigs so that she knows the ninjas are coming, and she rigs a gas explosion in the
So-
kitchen with some candles.
Lauren brought up a really good point about this.
Oh, please.
So she lights
So she has
candles
she has
for light.
candles that she's holding.
Yeah.
Why does she need to light the candles?
I don't know.
Because
So she
the
can
electricity's not on, right?
see? Yes.
Right. So then she goes over to the stove and turns it on. So you're telling
What?
me no one shut off the gas while this
For
place
30
is vacant?
years, the
Dude.
gas has been on this whole time.
Right.
You know what?
Bro, I didn't even think
You know what? I did.
of course you
I
did.
thought the same thing, and I wasn't gonna say.
Well, and
anything,
she calls. You can,
Well,
you
you
can
should.
imagine calling We Energies being like, "Can you turn the gas, but not the electric? I don't want the extra
Yeah.
charge."
Yeah.
No.
I was literally like, okay, so it's like selective utility shut off. All right.
Kind of
Yeah.
weird.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about more of the fact that she turns the gas on 4 seconds before this
Yep.
happened. Not enough time to fill the room with enough gas to cause a
No,
giant-
that's true.
And she takes the candle
yeah.
and she's walking like this.
And then she throws the
walks so
candle.
weird.
Well, her
It's still up
thighs
her
were put
butt.
away.
It's still up her butt. so.
Yeah, that's true.
Her thighs were put away.
She throws this candle fast enough that it would have gone out easily.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like a fastball. Candle blows out if you look at it.
Yep.
Okay. But she fastballs.
It's one of those
this
trick
thing,
candles that relights itself.
Right. But boom! Giant ass explosion.
Yeah, huge
Building doesn't
explosion.
light on fire. Doesn't burn down.
It sucked all the oxygen
If
out.
anything, the other two move in later, and they don't care that they have a kitchen that's a crater.
If that was the case, your stove would always ignite and blow up.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It just goes psst and lets out just enough gas to let you have your little flame control.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would literally have to. No. Wait. Give me some time. I need to fill this room.
Or she
Can you
light
guys?
the stove and throw that at them.
She just hulks the
Something.
stove at him.
All these ninjas go flying in this explosion out the window, and then you get suddenly we're in Jurassic Park because
my gosh.
Shang 2 is down there going, clever girl.
Yeah.
His lines, like it wasn't his fault, but his lines sucked so much. Just saying.
This guy knows. I don't even know what his name is, Karoshi or something like that.
Will Sung Yu
Whatever it is. Well, he's talking about his real name. I'm talking about his character.
Oh yeah,
But I have no
King
idea.
G or
Something.
It was Yoshi.
Basically, his power. So he knows
Luigi.
Jim Cotta. That's his.
Yes.
Okay. And he can make laundry dance around.
Yeah, he's
like
got
those
sheet
are
magic.
his two, sheet magic and Jim Cotta. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's the freaking F list of bad guys. They have their showdown in the main hall where there's all these pieces of furniture covered in white sheets
Yes.
for the dust.
I think they got a
know.
really big contract with Cottonelle for this scene.
Dude, for sure, because these sheets are flying all through the room, and at first he takes off from the balcony and he jumps right into one of the sheets. And when he landed, I just wanted him to be like, "Hang on a second, hold on, I'm
God dang it.
freaking it's got on me." All right, and they're all dancing around, but he
I
just
want
gets
him to be like,
tangled up in one.
I'm the ghost.
But then he starts to beat her ass in all this, like she can't handle the floating laundry. And I remember in Daredevil, doesn't she beat Daredevil's ass in the midst of a bunch of flowing
Yeah.
sheets and laundry on that
Yes,
roof?
Yep.
it's like a callback.
It's like the exact same.
You would think the sandbag thing would have helped her in this scenario.
You imagine if sandbags had been part of his attack?
Yeah.
Oh, they would have been so screwed.
It would have been so screwed. I trained for this my whole life.
Just
Wake me up inside.
But
it would be awesome.
so the
would've
reason
been
why
having sandbag.
this is why they had to have her be OCD was because she couldn't count all the sheets.
It was
She's
too
like
many.
1, 2, 3, and then he's kicking her in the face.
That's why.
Yep. That's the whole
okay.
reason she had to be OCD.
Can we fold all these first and then fight? Oh my gosh.
Did somebody wash these with a colored sock?
All right.
Oh my god.
Here's a question. Abby then shows up.
Yes, with her bracelet of power.
How the hell she know where Elektra used to live? Are we assuming Stick told her?
Well, I mean, it just
how
had
would
to
Stick
happen.
know?
I don't know. How did Stick know where her old mansion was?
Because he knows how to bring people back from the dead.
One of her sides that's up her butt has a GPS tracker.
Regardless, Abby shows up at the house.
It's a step counter.
Tattoo shows up. Also, all the F-list guys that are back are there.
Yeah.
Unleashes the snakes, and I'm like, bro, how many snakes you got on you?
Yeah, while they're running through a maze.
Because why do these mansions have freaking hedge mazes?
By the way, that was a very well manicured maze for an
it being
abandoned mansion.
abandoned. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Abby
the
and
hedge
Elektra.
growth is good.
Abby and Elektra are running through the hedge maze, and like 1,000 snakes come out of Tattoo.
Yeah.
And they're flying snakes, and like the most terrifying kind of snake, and going all over the place.
Yeah.
But then there ends up being, for what essentially Tattoo is the most prolific villain in this movie, I would say. The guy that's probably done
coolest.
the most,
Yeah.
the coolest, has given them the most problems,
Yeah.
and then dies in the most anticlimactic way.
That sucked.
He's like concentrating on his snake spell
Yep.
off in the
And
background.
he has a bunch of snakes on and around him.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's literally just sitting like he can't even see that Elektra's there because he's in full
Because he's
concentration.
so hypnotic with the
But
snakes.
wouldn't all of the
yeah.
snakes that are right there that she's like kicking and walking through, he'd be
They
like,
would see
there's someone right in
If
front
the
of me.
snake- if
Well, and
this-
I love she's like, I'm not going to fall for this trick again.
right.
Which,
And I'm like, what is that? When did you fall for it before?
yeah.
You were running from the flying wolf tattoos.
The eagle? What? It was stuck on
Right.
the wall? Like, I don't.
I don't know. She just unceremoniously snaps his neck.
Yeah.
And okay,
That's what it was? I mean, I don't even remember.
And that's the end of the
she
movie.
just snaps his neck. Like should have been the end of the movie, but
No,
instead
she pulls
Shang-Tu.
a sigh from her butt and whips it through a bunch of hedges.
Not yet. Shang-Tu,
Oh, yeah.
Shang-Tu,
Sorry.
Shang-Tu finds her by the well.
Yep.
Yes.
Right? And he says, "Enough. This ends now." And I'm like, "Thank God."
Please.
Literally, what I'm sitting on my couch saying these things out loud. And they have probably the best fight sequence because the towel fight in the you can't even see what the frick's happening.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. With the sheets.
This lasts 45 seconds, but it's at least some decent fighting, and they're
Yeah.
not jumping around on wires. They're just legit fighting with their sais and swords. And I thought, oh, good, a decent fight, cool. But in the end, she just stabs him through the chest. He does this like weird like Pennywise rush over to
Well,
her.
she
right?
uses her future vision, which why wouldn't
that's
you
right.
just have used that the entire movie and avoided all this crap?
Oh, yeah.
If she would have used her future vision before going down the elevator, she would have known there was a bird on the wall outside.
This is true.
Don't go there.
Selective feature.
Or she'd have known Hobag was about to give her herpes in the
Yeah.
forest.
She's like, someone's about to kiss me.
But she was down for that. That's why she didn't stop it from happening. You're
That's
right.
why.
You're right.
Is that why it didn't kill her either?
Probably. There was
If you
there's a
give them
topical
tongue back,
there's a
then it
topical
doesn't-
I
ointment
see.
Yeah.
There's a topical ointment.
you can get for that. Yeah,
Sticks
Rubber
got
lips.
it.
Yeah.
Sticks like, I've been here before.
that's right.
Sticks like this is
That's
the
how I
second
got the nickname Stick, if you know what I'm saying.
She had the.
I've seen the genital warts commercials on Hulu when they come on. I just
She,
I ordered some Myloft or whatever the hell that stuff's called.
Nyloft.
she had the Robin rubber lips. That's what she had.
Rubber lips are immune to your charm.
lips.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, anyway. After all this, after some cool fighting, she stabs him in the chest. He falls down the well, turns into a fart.
She makes a wish.
Okay, she makes a wish on his farts. Hobag is still stalking Abby through the maze.
Yes.
At this point. Okay.
Yeah.
She's like killing brush.
I think she's kissed
Gets her,
or like
she gets her and she kisses her now. She's kissing Abby.
blows at her,
Blows
whatever.
her, whatever. Gives her syphilis. Then Elektra, know where they'll be and don't look where they are, but just know where they are and whatever, stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this is when she.
Chucks her scythe through 14 hedges.
I was just waiting for the side to get stuck on one of the branches.
You
and just
stuck
stick.
on the first. You can't throw a brick through a hedge.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't get through.
There's branches.
There's branches and stuff. Okay, and it just 14. Like scythes have all kinds of prongs sticking out of them to stick on things.
That's gonna get caught.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever. I don't even care because I want the movie to end. Flies through, hits her right in her whore mouth, and
She fart clouds.
she fart clouds.
Oh,
And then they're all freaking dead.
except for here's my
Well,
best part
Abby's
about
dead
this.
too currently.
Here's my favorite part about this.
Yeah.
She still runs through the zigzag of hedges.
Yes.
Like
Again.
at this point,
Again.
transport, run across the top of the hedges, or
Right.
just follow where your side went through. It's
right.
gonna lead you right
Your
to her.
side blew a hole
Yeah.
through all
Yeah.
of these hedges.
Just run through it.
Like she could have dove through the path with the sigh.
I couldn't believe this next part though. I mean,
this part,
the Jurassic Park thing was one thing, but they get Abby up. Abby's dead, and they've laid the tracks throughout the movie of Kimaguri can bring someone back from the dead. That's supposedly how Elektra is back from the dead and all that. And if you get good enough at it, then you can do it too. And so she brings Abby's lifeless body upstairs, sets her down in her bed,
her mom's bed,
and frickin' Mr. Miyagi's straight out of frickin' Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Straight up clap. Does this right over her body.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're not doing this right now.
No, they are. They are.
Puts her hand in, come here, warrior girl.
It's like it was like, what movie was
my
that?
My daughter rolled her eyes so hard I thought they're going to fall out of her head.
What movie was that? Rubber. We're just
Rubber.
like, come on.
Come on, baby.
Come on, kill me.
Come on.
You know you want
to do it. She's like, come here, warrior girl. Come here. Why don't you just go ahead and not die? I mean, it was like the most passive.
Yeah. It's like you're talking to a cat. You're trying to get out of the underneath your bed.
Like,
You're
come on. Don't die. Don't be dead.
Kitty.
Come here. Come here.
Come to the light. No, don't go to the light. Don't go to the light.
She lives. Dad's.
She was alive the whole time. She doesn't bring her back. She's just napping.
She's just like, I just want to see how long you're going to do this.
Did you just rip off Karate Kid?
They move into the mansion. Abby and her dad live there now.
Apparently, because she's like, all right, peace. I'm going to go out of my house. You guys stay here.
Right.
It'll be awkward if you guys leave.
It's fine. They have no kitchen. Like I said, it's a smoking crater. Building didn't burn down.
What do you think the mortgage is on that place?
There's nothing.
Or the property tax
paid
at
off,
least?
I'm assuming.
The dad just walks through the house. He's like,
the property
smells like
taxes are
gas in here."
accumulating.
They probably auctioned it off for the back taxes 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's just been sitting there. Somebody else owns it.
Yeah.
She goes downstairs. She kisses house dad again.
And he's like,
And I'm weak.
I hated that.
He still looks sad. You know, it's probably because he didn't get laid this whole time.
Yeah.
He's been waiting.
Like,
It's just his
waiting.
face. I'm like, stop kissing poor man's Sean Bean.
My
please.
wife's dead.
Abby goes, will I see you again? And I'm like, absolutely not. There's not going to be a sequel to this movie. You are never going to see her again.
Yeah.
okay, did you catch though when she's like before she kissed her on the forehead?
Yeah.
Like Abby's looking at her.
Oh, yeah.
I swear it looked like they were both gonna kiss.
No, it did. You're
Abby
right.
gave
It
her
totally
kissy
did.
eyes.
It
Yep.
totally did.
She's like, hey, I know you got that clap.
There was one point, I don't know if it was here.
We both got it.
I think it was here. Yes, as she's saying goodbye.
Yeah.
There was she made the kiss face.
Yep.
She did. She
And
looked
went
at her
in,
lips. She
and me
totally
and
looked at him.
Me and Grace both like braced ourselves in
Yep.
our chair.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Because Grace had made the joke. It's one of her jokes she goes to all the time is, are we about to kiss right now? Like she says it all
Yeah.
the time. So she makes that joke, but right after she makes the face, goes in, and we both like braced
You're
ourselves.
like, oh, no.
And then it turned into a hug at the last second, and we were laughing our ass off. Like, I can't believe it. I thought they were going to freaking do it.
Well,
Yeah.
they would have, but the dad was in the room.
That's why. That's why he was so sad when she left. He's like, you want to
right.
kiss my daughter.
It was a total kiss face. Up,
Yeah.
down, at the lips, move in. And I thought,
Oh crap, my dad's here. We're not gonna go through with that.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me about that
Yeah.
because
Man.
that's ridiculous. All right, that's the end of Elektra.
I think Abby accidentally farted, and that's what ruined the kiss, turned it into a hug.
She's like, wait, do you still have a sigh up your butt?
You're sitting
All right,
weird.
so Ryan, Farrell,
Yes. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
man.
sure.
you watched the director's cut
I did.
because I know you'd sent me a picture and you had
did.
both of them.
I
You
did.
have an hour and a half to tell us how that was.
No, you do not.
Well,
But give me the highlights. Is it a better movie than this was?
no.
What? No.
So
But you
here's-
were, I thought Mr. Bowman, given a chance, would,
No. The problem is the director's cut
yeah.
is so Bowman said that the movie was like he said like, oh, we were like 12 frames from an R rating in one of an interview, you know. The director's cut is just a 12 frames.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they have?
No, legit, like the director's cut is 2 minutes longer. There's no added plot. There's no, the Ben Affleck scene.
Yeah.
Not even
They
added
don't even
in.
put Ben in the director's cut.
What?
I
No.
thought for sure that's what was in there.
Nope, nothing. It's like some things are like paced slightly different. Like at the beginning, she throws the sigh through the chair,
Yeah.
and it like goes through the gun as well instead of just like
Okay.
yeah.
It was through the gun in the regular one.
I don't think it was.
No, the gun falls.
The gun falls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she like there's like
Uh-oh. I
an
watched the
extent-
director's
I
cut.
might have too, because the gun was on the one I saw.
Yeah. You might as well watch the director's cut.
so like when she kills him at the beginning and he says, "Is there a white light, God?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in the version you watched?
Yeah.
Oh, so you did watch the director's cut.
Oh,
You watched
okay.
the
I saw the
director's
director's cut and it sucked.
No, it's like it's literally like it's not even like a hard R-rated director's cut.
Oh,
It's
that's so
not,
disappointing.
There's no like added subplot. There's no we talked about the Daredevil director's cut and how
Yeah.
that added 30 minutes back to the movie.
Yes.
Right.
It's literally
But
just
took out a lot, too, of the original one.
Right. Like it restructures
Right.
Daredevil.
Right.
It doesn't restructure.
In a way that's far more enjoyable.
No, it's literally just like, well, that was an extra 10 seconds. That was an extra 20 seconds.
Well, I'm sorry you
That was
wasted
an
your
extra
time
30
and money.
seconds.
It sounds like all three of us did. You're the only one who got off scot-free on that.
Yeah, I got 2 less minutes than you guys did. Winning.
You wouldn't have been able to handle the extra 2 minutes.
All right, well, let's do what we always do. Let's give this movie some awards. There's got to be some good and redeemable things about Elektra. Let's try and find them if we can. And we're going to start, as we always do, with the award we give out to the actor who gave the most intense, serious performance. It's the Will Patton Award for intensity.
You want a war? I'll give you a war!
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever.
The night Elektra kissed that 14-year-old girl.
That wasn't in the director's cut.
Oh, I thought that's why there was a director's cut.
That's
All
why
right,
it was
so
rated R.
Will Patton is the most intense actor of all time, and we give out an award in his honor every single week. So
And we do it because we love him.
that's right. This is not in any way, shape, or form making fun of Will Patton. It is bringing attention and praise for over 120 episodes now to an actor that never got enough of either.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it.
Like the unsung hero of the 90s.
For real.
is
Well, there's
Will
a separate
Patton.
award for
That's right.
unsung hero.
So, Ryan Farrell, who is your nomination for the Will Patton Award for intensity?
This is the first time that I've watched a movie for this show and thought to myself, no one deserves. Absolutely.
I'm not that far behind you,
no
Ryan.
one
Tell you the truth.
deserves a Will Patton Award.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but I always say, like, I've got to come up with somebody.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I do have somebody.
Who is
Yeah.
the one that gets the closest, you know?
I'm going with Chris Ackerman for Tattoo Guy.
Chris Ackerman.
Yeah.
Sure. I could see that.
I
That was
also
mine.
went Chris Ackerman as Tattoo.
Yep.
So, and you said
Yeah.
you as
Yeah,
well?
me as well.
See,
Yep.
we've already got
Yeah.
3
That's 3 votes for Chris
for
Ackerman.
Chris Ackerman, who didn't do much after this. I
No.
looked at his filmography.
No.
A handful of little projects, but this is about it for
I
him.
don't think he
Yeah.
can speak
Maybe he
So-
doesn't speak,
because he had no lines.
but, you know, who do you have as your nominee?
I'm going to change mine to Chris Ackerman.
Who? I got to know who you were
You know
going
who
to
it
go with.
was?
Who was it?
All right. It was going to be Will Yun Lee,
Oh, okay. Was that the
the bedsheet.
laundry king?
Yeah,
Laundry
yeah.
king.
Sheet
Shing
I was kind of on
two.
the fence between the two.
But
I'm gonna
like
switch it.
Laundry King.
Laundry King.
Perfect. All right, Kurt.
Mine also went to Tattoo.
There we
Tattoo.
go.
Oh, look
I
at
did.
this.
Across
Yeah.
the board.
This is
Bro,
his,
it was
this
the
his
eyeliner,
first
bro.
movie.
Yeah, I know.
It was the
only
eyeliner,
movie
bro.
you're in.
That's what I'm saying. He was
he
the
do any
only
others?
villain.
What's that?
I
Did he
mean,
do any others?
no, he
Oh,
did just a
not-
handful of things.
Yeah.
This is the only villain. Well, none of them were. He was at least approaching being interesting.
Yeah.
I would have
Right.
liked to seen more of the big guy,
Right? Yeah, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit, but we barely got to
more
see him at all.
powerhouse stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I think that's good. So let's see what the patrons had to say. We had Adam Lofton writing in, and we love when Adam writes in because that means we're doing a comic book movie. Adam is our resident comic book nerd, and we appreciate him being on the
Mr.
Patreon.
Lofton?
Yeah, Mr. Lofton.
Nice.
And here's what Adam had to say. Although Adam was not happy he had to watch this.
I'm sure none of us were.
Adam gave it to Jennifer Garner.
Oh, wow.
She was intense for the role. Did I believe she was a crazy assassin? No, but the way the movie goes, she was believable at least. So Jennifer Garner gets a nod from Adam Lofton.
Wow.
And Dave, don't call him Paul Parkinson, from all the way in Australia, wrote in and gave it to Terrence Stamp as his Will Patton nominee. And that means, I don't disagree. I mean, Terrence Stamp just kind of is Terrence Stamp in this movie, as you're looking around, but Terrence is a good actor, so I'll never begrudge somebody picking him.
Well, he
at
didn't
all.
see anything, but
No, not in this. He was looking at the floor the whole time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that means that Chris Ackerman's going to win the Will Patton Award
There
for
we go.
intensity.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris Ackerman, man.
The one salvageable thing from this movie.
Chris, email the show and we will make sure to send you your award.
That's right. We'll send it to you in the mail. The next award we give out is to the opposite of the Will Patton, the person that was the worst actor in this movie, whose acting range was that of a trash can filled with dirt. It's the Steven Seagal trash can full of dirt.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt, yeah.
Love never dies, and neither do they. Love is eternal, and that's a long time.
All right. So, who is your nomination, Ryan?
Straight up, Jay Garn.
Oh, shut up. I knew it. I knew from halfway through the episode this was the way you were going to go. She's not the worst actress in the movie.
For the movie?
For this movie.
For like,
but this is not a career award. Yeah, so we've said that before. It's just for this film.
Award. Just for
You think in this film she's the worst actor in the entire movie?
That's not the award.
That is the award.
No, the award is that it could have been played by a trash can and been better.
No, it's not. You've done this to me so many times. You try and change what the rules are. It's the one who had the acting range of a trash can.
That doesn't mean they have to be the worst.
And so many times I've also introed the award by saying who was the worst actor, who had the range.
I mean, it would be funny to see somebody open the lid and pull out a couple of sighs.
Yeah, from the bottom of the trash can, though.
All right, sorry, Farrell. Go ahead.
Here's Jennifer Garner in this movie. How much is the job? Just tell me. Yes, Sensei. I don't understand. Is this a test?
Yes, and you failed the test.
Understand.
Ryan. It was a test, and you failed.
Awful. Awful.
That's your prerogative.
Man, I like Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've never seen this movie until this week.
Yeah.
That was on purpose. Like, Juno, she's great. The Kingdom, she's great. Loved Alias. Like, give me Jennifer Garner in basically anything, and I am happy. Elektra? What? There's a reason this came out in January. Nobody gives a shit 2005.
Is that when it came out? I didn't even
Yes.
look. It's the January dump.
It was like third week January. It was like
that's not good.
It got beaten. It like got beat by the Assault on Precinct 13 remake.
Oh, the Ethan Hawke one?
Which is a million times better than this movie.
That's a good movie.
It is a great movie.
Oh, man. All right.
I don't even remember the ending of this movie. And
this movie?
We just talked about
We
it.
just talked
We just
about
talked
it,
about
and I
it.
don't even remember the ending.
Miyagi's her back to life, and they almost kiss. All right.
James,
Who is your
is holding
nominee?
a flip flop.
He's got a flip flop.
It's ready to go.
Who's your nomination,
so-
Ryan?
Before I tell you my nomination, I'm gonna tell Lauren, or tell what I told Lauren. I paused the movie to talk about this. So, this movie has the same issue that Daredevil had. Jennifer Garner has no idea that she's playing in a movie that is just a bunch of Looney Tunes. Everybody else is like, this is all magical. Whoa. And Jennifer Garner is like, I am like death, but I also suck at killing people. She gets the trash can because
She didn't even want to be there.
that's great. It shows. It shows. She got paid a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure she wanted
a lot of money.
She wanted to cash that $10 million check, though. That's for sure.
Did you talk crap about her?
You know what? I bet she spent that $10 million. Okay, if she didn't want to be that bad, she should have sent the check back. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Straight up trash
Her,
can.
on the beach, she's like, "What are you doing? Are you counting?
Not you two. Don't
You're
you do it
counting.
to me. Don't you do
You
it.
have OCD like me.
Kurt.
You have OCD. You're counting windows."
All right, enough out of you two. Kurt's going to get my back here.
Come on, Kurt.
I went with the little girl.
Yes!
Thank you.
Abby?
Yeah, Abby.
That's who I went with, too.
Yeah, Abby's awful.
Abby was terrible.
Abby can get the
Every
hell out of this movie.
Every time she opened her mouth, I was like, shut up. No one cares.
I was like, man, I really want to call Bob and just be like, I get it, man. I get it. Child actors, get rid of them.
terrible.
As child actors, though, I actually didn't think she was as bad as she could have been.
She was awful. She was like a wet sock. You know what I mean? Like, you get your socks wet.
I wish
and you're
that box cutter just was over a couple
Just
inches.
the one sock, though,
like, right into her wrist. You just get the one sock that's wet. You step in something, and then
or it's got a hole in the bottom.
And it just ruins your day.
And then your sock.
Yeah.
And you got one dry sock, one wet sock. If that was an acting performance, that's Abby in Elektra 2005.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Really great analogy.
I thank you. Lauren, we go to you.
The wet sock award.
So I
goes
said
to-
Mark Miller, the dad.
Oh, yeah.
He
all right.
sucked.
Yeah.
He
He
looked
sucked.
so sad all the way through. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been laid in forever, you know. And every scene, he's wearing a sweater. Like, please, like, I'm in the sweater. Like, let's get together. It's not happening.
He thought he was in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, legit. Like,
All he had to leave in a hurry. His wife got killed, and all he grabbed was his sweaters.
Yeah.
yeah.
His wife used to iron
I grabbed the wrong
clothes.
suitcase. I was trying to grab the one filled with weapons.
gosh.
Oh no.
All right.
Goran Viznek.
Yeah.
So let's see what the patrons had to say. David, Don't Call Me Paul Parkinson went with Will Young Lee, Natasha Mouth, and Chris Ackerman. They're all boring, all lame, is what Dave said. So he gave a 3 on his trash can there. And then Mr. Adam Lofton went, Kirsten Proud, who plays Abby.
Yes.
She blew, and I kept wishing the hand would kill her so we didn't have to deal with her. Yes, that means it's not Jennifer Garner.
Yes.
It's going to be Abby. Thank you for coming.
Wow. That was something.
All right.
Also, just
Sorry.
saying, the
Where was
dad, his accent changed like 4 times.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean,
Because he's terrible.
you know, he's European.
You need to be more foreign in this shot.
The next
Oh.
The next award we give out is our Steve James Unsung Hero Award. This is for a non-lead character, a small part that had a big impact on the movie that made it better just because they were in there. Or even someone when you're like, I wish this person had been the main character. Either way.
Double dipping.
Double dipping. You got 2?
No, Chris Ackerman again.
Oh, Chris Ackerman.
Yeah.
So I can't remember who. Somebody recently won it. Oh, it was on Red Sonja. Pat Roach won the Unsung Hero and the Will Pat.
Yes, deserving of both.
Deserving of both. Chris Ackerman. Okay, great.
Like, I literally wish he was the only bad guy in the movie.
Make him
And
the bad guy.
Just like this, like, you know, Kirigi comes in and is like, I got this one guy. He's got tattoos that do stuff. And it's like, cool. Just send that one dude.
Send him.
Wouldn't that have been great just to see the tryouts?
Like Mystery Men?
Yeah, he's just sitting there and they show up and he's just like, what can you do? I can break trees with a stick. Well, what about you?
I'm just a whore.
I got... All right,
chlamydia.
well, I mean, we might keep you around, but what do you do? I got tattoos that come to life.
He doesn't even say anything. He just like pulls his shirt off and it's just like,
Missile
Right.
nipples.
Missile
You're-
nips.
you're
Put those,
hired.
put those down, sir.
You're hired.
You're going to put out somebody's eye with that thing.
All right, Doctor, who you got for your Unsung Hero?
Mark Hutton
Yeah, who
or
did he play?
Houghton
Who do you play?
Bauer.
Bauer.
I wanted to see Bauer be like a little league coach. I wanted them to really dig into like this guy being a really good person. And he just happens to like be a manager of these
Of a
like
security team. Yeah.
And he gets hired, and then this guy starts spouting all this BS, and he's like, "What are you talking about? You hired us at Best Buy." Like, and then
This
like
reminded me of Tim Robbins.
he gets
Earth?
What are you talking about? He's just like, I just really want to find a way to make money on this.
right. He's like, I'm just
really
corporate
want
security.
I
Yeah,
know.
he's
Poor
just
guy.
corporate security. He's
just
like
like
a
a
nice
private-
guy.
And Electra just killed him.
Just straight up
Privately
kills him.
Right.
I wanted to show how bad of a person Elektra was.
Fair enough. I respect that.
sad.
For Unsung Hero,
Poor Bauer.
I went with Natasha Mallet, with Typhoid Mary, aka Hobag. I thought she was the unsung hero of it. She was terrible.
But she
to me,
kissed Jennifer Garner, so you're like, all right.
It made the movie better
That she was
that
in
she
it.
was in it because I had so many freaking jokes and like I just had such a fun time watching and making fun of her performance
Yeah, sure.
that I thought it made the movie better. Who's yours?
I wanted to see the big tree breaking dude.
Oh, Stone.
Yeah, Stone. I would have liked to seen him as a bigger villain. So I kind of was like, he'd be a cool bad guy.
Bob Sapp,
Yeah.
for sure. I was like, he's even bigger than Luke Cage. It seemed like
He would have made a great Luke Cage.
awesome. All right, Lauren, who you got?
I said McCabe, her agent. Like, I would have loved to see his role
McCabe.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I just
should
thought
have
he
been
was a
around.
cool guy. Yeah.
Colin Cunningham. He was all right.
So we got a 5-way
So
split here.
McCabe had one line that threw it for me.
Oh, what was that?
I will say.
A bird.
No, when he's like, no, because I didn't think about it being creepy.
You know what?
But,
You're not far off.
yeah, but in the beginning when he's first talking to her,
Yeah.
he's like, "You need to get more sleep. Are you even getting laid?"
Oh, that's right.
And it's just a cringe, weird thing
was.
to say.
It
Yeah,
Like,
like, why is that any of your business?
do you guys know each other that well? Like,
Especially with his goatee
his
patch.
chin.
yeah, it's like
be
maybe
saying that.
Maybe there
shave
was a
before you
history
say
there.
something like that.
Oh, you see,
You
but
know?
if there was,
Yeah. Oh, if only.
they should have done a better job of alluding to that. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can help you with that. Like,
We're gonna have a 6-way tie here because David. Now, no offense not trying to come down on David, but I always tell people, try and pick somebody, right? So we don't end up in situations like this. But he said, no. I said, unsung hero. He goes, no. Can I choose to see less of certain people? So he just didn't want anybody in there.
Man.
And then we end up with Will Young Lee from Adam Lofton, who played Kirigi. I totally believed he was an assassin who wanted to rule the hand, and so we ended up with a 6-way tie.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, a few times. I don't know if about an unsung. Is there anybody in here that like doesn't feel strongly about theirs, and having heard somebody else's was like, actually, that's a better pick? If anyone wants to change theirs, then we could name a winner.
I'll go with the chlamydia girl.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Really?
Typhoid Mary's gonna win.
I'm switching mine to Colin Cunningham.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, Kurt, you got to switch.
Typhoid Mary, keep on rolling, baby. Rolling.
I love it.
Oh, man. It brings Catch-22 to a whole new meaning.
It really does. All right, who are your
22 of them?
We only have a couple of more awards to get through.
A couple?
Yes.
What?
Top 3 performances. Who were your 3 favorite performances in the movie?
Well, isn't it like my 3 favorite or like what I thought?
No, it's subjective.
No, it's just subjective.
This is totally subjective. Who were your 3 favorite?
Well, number 1, I'm going with Colin Cunningham for McCabe.
Okay.
Because he at least brought a little bit of zing to, just a slight zing to something, that was about it. Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa as the old guy,
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, yeah. Like, I mean, he's always solid. Always solid.
He sat at that boardroom meeting.
Yeah.
Like,
I just wanted him to say it once.
Yeah.
Just at the table. It would have been so great.
It's mine.
Yeah. And number 1, I'm going with Kristen Prout because her face actually moved.
Oh, please. You did not just give her the number 1 freaking.
There goes the flip-flop.
The foot.
Just get out of my face with that. You did that just to bother me.
Yeah.
Of all the
You did
people
not-
in the movie,
That
at
was
least
your favorite.
At least she like moved her eyes or kind of like paused and was like,
If acting is truth, I didn't believe when she's whipping that bead thing around. I was like, oh, you're this master prodigy martial artist that everyone wants to have. I don't buy it for a
But she's
second.
not trained.
Doesn't matter.
I love that
she's
she-
able to take down
I love
coin
that
guy
she
like
nicks
no
the
problem.
the bad guy in the face,
Right.
just with a luck shot. Mm-hmm. And then I love the whole like, throw me your lasso. I'm going to pick you up onto the stairs.
That was
Yeah,
so
and I
dumb.
was like,
that was
come
dumb.
on. And she couldn't even land it.
No.
Yeah.
yeah, but at least she carried the movie because Jennifer Garner let it fall.
All right. The only thing I have to throw over here is a mug now. So if you want to keep going, it's going to get bad.
Warning.
All right. Who's your top 3?
Number 3 would be Colin Cunningham.
Okay.
And then
A lot of love for McCabe.
yeah. Number 2 would be Typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
And then number 1 would be Bauer.
Bauer is your number 1.
Wow.
Actually, I was gonna say the coroner. So
Mark
but he just gets because he just flips the sheet over her dead mom.
Jack Bauer's idiot cousin.
Yeah.
That's who he was. Couldn't even get to work for the government. Your cousin's
He's
Jack
Bauer and the Shield's cousins. Like they're his cousins.
Perfect.
It's like,
Yeah, so my top 3, I had Typhoid Mary and Tattoo as 2 and 3, and number 1, Jennifer Garner. Like, come on.
God.
The movie, it's Elektra. Of course,
Sure.
Elektra was my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
care.
you
if
see
she
her
can
swim?
I can't believe she swims.
She swam.
You see her swimming?
She was like, "Ooh,
There is one callback
I'm
to
gonna
the
be a
movie.
mermaid."
Because they cut the Matt Murdock reference. The
Yeah.
only callback to that Daredevil even ever existed was when she's putting her shirt back on after swimming. You see the scar right underneath her top.
I would say 2.
Yeah.
Because there's also that flashback to where she's getting her heart like started.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
And she's in the black outfit
forgot
that
about
she, yeah.
okay, I'd say
killed him.
3 because her sensei's blind. So
That doesn't count. Who's your top 3?
Gosh.
So I went with Elektra's mom.
Okay.
She did a really great job at playing
dead.
through this whole movie.
I definitely believe
Dead
it.
as hell.
Wait a minute. You mean the
Acting
one
is truth.
the one line
She's
when
dead.
she runs up to the balcony? She's like, "Honey, she's a kid.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just leave her here with you.
Honey."
Nailed it.
They look like a nipple gun straight out of that.
Throw a sigh in her. She's done.
That's right.
Then I enjoyed Stick.
Okay.
I kind of really wish, like,
I hated him.
I liked him in other movies.
Yeah.
So
One time I just want him to be like, kneel before stick.
yeah. And then Jennifer Garner, number 1, baby.
Let's go,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, I gotta do it. Gotta give it to her.
Gonna get me them lips.
I mean,
Typhoid Mary got him.
she did not She did not disappoint halfway through the movie when that red suit came out.
What's up?
That was like 90% through the movie.
Lauren, that was your favorite part too, right?
You got to go a long way for that.
See?
Yeah, totally.
No, so my top 3,
Yes.
Abby Miller.
Oh,
for
gosh.
me. I thought, honestly, for a child actor, she was like on it.
Not bad.
She was
She
on
was
it.
not on it.
She was on it and she was believable.
She's no Tatum O'Neal in Paper Moon. We'll say
The only thing
that.
she was on was Xanax.
No. Anyways, my second one, I would say the whiskey glass drinking guy in the beginning.
Jason Isaac.
Yeah, Jason
yeah.
Isaacs.
Oh, I should have given him the unsung
Yeah,
hero.
like I really, like
He was wasted.
I was captivated. Like in the
believed it,
intro, you know, I was like, cool.
That's because he's the only person that can act.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because Jennifer
you
Garner,
agree.
not a fan in that.
I
Scene.
told you the 2 reasons it doesn't count already. Do I need to recount them?
No, please.
And then McCabe for my number 1.
there you
Number
go.
1, that was your
Wow.
favorite performance in the
Yeah.
whole movie. You liked the chin patch.
You know what
She
she
was
liked?
likable. I don't know.
She liked the comment. Do you even get laid?
Right. That's why the whole time she was thinking about that with
Like,
Mark
do
Miller.
I even?
Right?
It's because McCabe really embodied 2005.
Yeah, it's true. She's like 7th grade. That was the year.
He did. He kept it in his
Eighth
pocket.
grade, but yeah.
It was all
That was
folded
the
up.
Imagine how great this movie would have been, though, if Arnold Schwarzenegger had been Stick instead of Terrence Stamp.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren had
No,
a
I disagree. I think he should have played Elektra.
What? He can't fit in the corset.
Look at my boots, Jack.
The bustier.
Something a little less comfortable to kill you.
I just want to see him play. I just want to see Arnie play blind one time. Can you imagine him
my
just
gosh.
bumping into everywhere?
Like if this was
Just knocking it over. He's knocking down houses.
He's yelling at Electra, "Stop it!"
You don't need to see the weights to lift
That's
them.
right.
Could you
She
imagine
slams
a pool hall
her,
scene?
slams her right through the pool table.
Yeah.
Put the stick down now. Be incredible.
It would have been.
And then when he comes in, he could give a one-liner when he comes in to save the day.
Yeah.
And the voice, he's blind, right? But he go, "I see you."
But he's staring at the wall.
if he
He's
starts
just like,
A tree.
I see
I
you.
see you. Listen, you don't have to see somebody. If you have to see someone, you don't look, okay? You just know that they're there.
Oh, man.
And then you don't see them. You just do it. Now.
It's
It's
They should have changed his name from
Would've been
Stick to
incredible.
Stump.
Lauren also had the idea of it being who'd you say else? The dad,
The
right?
dad, Mark
Yeah.
Miller.
Yeah. But then like she
And then at that point,
he
you
Marga
can
punches
keep.
instead.
No, at that point, keep the sweaters though. Okay.
You can't just have
But-
sad Arnold in sweaters the whole
He
movie.
just pulls
Oh,
the
I'm so
ninja.
sad.
My wife had died.
Right.
She
Just killed
probably
by
would have
drunk
taken a
driver.
glass of wine. I'm just saying.
She was,
she would have been more into it.
The thing is she would have just been tagging along. Then he would have pulled that ninja through the roof
That's right.
and like just had his spine and like, come with me if you want to live.
and just the gas bursts into his face.
yeah,
He just inhales the whole thing.
snorts it. It's almost as good as the roids I used to take.
I
hate-
smell you fart.
That's right. I hated kissing
I smell
you.
you.
I hated kids.
I hated it.
It really would have been like the cherry on top because like Arnold went out with
Yeah.
Around the World in 80 Days remake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if he said no to that,
Right.
but yes to
But yes
Elektra,
to this.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect.
and it would have been
Yep.
right in line because like that was right after he said, "All right, I'm gonna go be a governor."
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do Elektra, then I'm out.
That's right.
I mean, if he was Elektra, he would have made more sense when he threw the box cutter and stuck that girl to the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Stick it around.
stick around. It'd be amazing.
It would be.
He'd
you
walk
have it- he's
differently
him doing
with the
the-
size in his butt.
He's doing the OCD thing. Don't touch my fruit.
That's where my banana goes.
That's right. The banana goes here like this, right? Look at this next to the orange here. Oh, it's fantastic.
You see him swimming like that?
Don't make fun of my frog laps.
That's right.
Oh man,
Incredible. All right.
Run.
Just yet another movie he makes better.
it would have been so much better.
Are you counting? Shut up.
Shut up. All right. Dave Parkinson, though, said Arnold could not save this. Bury it deep.
Wow. Well, it's not if he could save it though. It's if it would make it better.
It'd make it better,
Yeah.
which he would. All right, guys, we have to come to a final determination here. What is our final rating? Is it, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to separate objectivity and subjectivity because oftentimes people struggle between what's different between this is good or I enjoyed it. They think, well, I enjoyed it, so it's good. But that's not necessarily the case, right? objectively, is it a good or bad movie? And subjectively, did I like it? Is it a good movie, a bad movie, or a bad movie that rules? In my head, that made sense. We're going to pass it over to Ryan Farrell here.
No, you really did a good job as to like explaining that, because it's like we can all say Citizen Kane is a great movie, but
Yes.
no one wants to watch Citizen Kane on a Friday night.
No, you'd watch it once and go,
Yeah.
never again.
Exactly.
Right.
Elektra's kind of along the same lines, but
Opposite.
say,
Yeah.
Citizen Kane,
Hey, did you say it's along the same lines as Citizen?
along the same lines of I never want to watch it again.
But is it a
if
different
Citizen
reason?
Kane's up here as one of
Yes.
the greatest films of all time.
Yes.
Elektra is a bad movie that sucks so much.
Straight
This
up
is like one of the biggest, and for me too, like I look at things where it's like if there's a bad indie film,
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's kind of expected.
A little bit of a pass.
When you have like a Hollywood system that's like, let's make this comic book movie, green lighted, give it this director that's competent. Here's Jennifer Garner in the
Here's a
heyday of her career.
$50 million budget.
Here's his budget, and in 2005, like $50 million was still pretty good.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that in 2005.
No.
So when a Hollywood movie sucks this much, it makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And that is why this is literally one of the biggest pieces of garbage Hollywood cinema that I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. No.
Wow.
Like, I thought I hated Suicide Squad a lot.
And then I watched this.
And then I watched Elektra, and I was like, wow, that is the worst movie. There's a
Suicide
worse
Squad wasn't so
Hollywood
bad.
movie.
I'm actually liking it.
Yeah, this. Well, Ryan, I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
So with this movie, it's definitely a bad movie. I did have a lot of fun talking about it, but it's still a bad movie.
Straight up.
I've just got to leave it there.
All right.
It
That's
made no
fair.
sense. Nothing made sense in this movie.
No, it's the worst kind of paint by numbers, committee built, committee written, studio like. It's the worst kind of drivel. It's like grade A committee built crap, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
but you could
no
even get-
soul, no heart, paint by numbers. We're putting this out kind of bull crap that I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It suffers from a worse sin than being bad. Like be bad, take big swings, be bad. If you haven't listened, I love bad movies. There's a big old poster behind me of a big ass bad movie called Hands of Steel that I love. It took some big swings.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Don't
Take big swings and miss.
right.
And that's
Yeah.
fine.
Being bad isn't the biggest sin. Being boring is. It's a worse sin than being bad to me.
Yeah.
And this
At least
movie
make it
suffers
interesting, right?
from the worst of sins. Is all this thrown and it's boring as hell.
Yeah. Like it's funny that it's supposed to be an action thriller about an assassin.
Right.
And legit, I don't even fall asleep during movies.
Right.
I really don't. And I fell asleep at literally, like I said, no joke, when she was like going through all her insomnia crap. I was
Yeah.
like dozing off on the couch, and I woke up at the ending. And like I said, I was like, damn it, I got to watch it again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Dude.
So and then I tried watching it again. And I tried to watch it from the beginning too, because I was like, well, I'll give it whatever.
Fair start.
And I
Yeah.
started to doze off again. And I was like, nope, come on, got to get through.
To be fair, one
Yeah.
of the most intense scenes was her unpacking her fruit.
Right.
That really
There you
was,
go.
though. That's the thing.
It's
Like,
just like,
So
okay.
her arriving at the house and being all OCD was the most intense
That was the
scene
intense
in the
part.
movie.
in short, to sum that all up, it's a bad movie that's bad, straight up. That's it.
Man.
It falls to you, Kurt.
Man.
You can say whatever you want, Kurt.
Just
Yeah.
say
It's a
what's in your
judgment-free
There's
I don't
no
know.
peer
I'm
pressure.
say what's in your heart.
So scared.
Say
But
what's in
dude,
your heart.
but think
Say
about
what you wanna
the
say.
roles were reversed back in Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Where I was sitting here going like, oh, this is fun. I mean, it's bad, but it's hilarious.
Well, and again, you love Arnold, so that's.
then you're just like-
I don't have that quite. Like, I love Arnold, but not like you do.
Right. And
Yeah.
so it's okay to go the other
If
way.
he showed up at my door, I'd be like, "Do you know James Hauser? Let me introduce you to him."
You
Right,
need to
right.
talk to him, not me.
Yeah, you're at the wrong house, bro.
Right.
So here's what I gotta say. So 30% of this movie is a good movie that. So it'd be a bad movie that rules. 30% of it.
Yeah.
Because the moment it starts being a superhero movie, it's kind of enjoyable. You're like, she's kicking ass, she's jumping around,
Flying wolves.
she's flying wolves, there's things happening,
Yeah.
there's snakes, there's the whore mouth kissing. I mean, so you're enjoying some parts of the movie.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the other 70% sucks so bad that you can't watch this movie again.
No.
Yeah.
You need to start the movie at like 45 minutes in.
Yep.
Halfway through.
Yeah, just a little more than halfway through, and it's kind of enjoyable.
Yeah.
It would be a bad movie that rules, but unfortunately, so much of it is so bad. It's a bad movie. I can't.
Wow.
As much as I love her in Daredevil,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this movie did not carry that at all.
No.
Yeah.
I agree hard.
So,
Carried nothing.
All right,
100%
Lauren,
bad movie.
don't feel like you got to go our way just because we all four of us said that it was a bad movie that's bad.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you alluded to Hands of Steel because that was way better than this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's
So
go.
Yeah, this is definitely a bad movie. I mean, I'm with Ryan Farrell. Like, we watched it twice. I fell asleep. Both,
To be
both
fair, for the people listening,
Yeah.
my wife falls asleep. Lauren, you fall asleep to every single movie we start 15 minutes in.
You watched
And it takes
T2
us-
and you fell asleep.
It takes us
Oh, yes. This,
3 to 5 days to watch a movie. So
That's the
There you
only
go.
way to watch
Yeah.
Elektra.
yeah.
it was not good.
You
I
said
agree.
like 45
Yeah, it
minutes
was not.
here,
So
45
bad
minutes
movie?
there.
Totally a bad movie. Yeah,
All
it
right,
just
there we
did
go.
not captivate me.
Let's see
go.
if we're going to get a 7-vote sweep here.
Oh boy.
We know what David Parkinson, he's already said bury it deep. Bury it deep. So Parco here has just said bad movie, horrible script, horrible action, pathetic baddies. That's a bad movie, full stop.
Nice. That's 6.
From Dave. And now we've got Adam Lofton, the lover of comic books.
Yes.
First things first, I haven't seen this movie since it came out in 2005. And it's just as rough to watch when I saw it in theaters. I got 20 minutes in before I wanted to distract myself with my phone.
Yep.
Overall, this is a bad movie straight up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't give it a rules because it's just bad. But he always hits us with the first appearance facts here, so I appreciate this, Adam. Fun fact, Elektra's first appearance was in Daredevil 168 in 1981,
Oh,
2 years after me and you were born.
Yes.
wow.
So she's a child of the 80s. And just like that, we got a 7-person sweep. Bad movie, full stop.
Full
Nice.
stop. Nothing
Wow.
redeemable anywhere.
Let's never watch this again.
Honestly, what we just did here is better than Elektra. And I'm not one to want to toot our own horn or anything
Yeah.
like that. But like this, you do not. I hope you didn't watch this and you just listened
Can we
to our
just-
recap.
In the description on the audio podcast, can we just have PSA,
Don't watch.
please don't watch?
We'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, listen and you'll see why. Like,
Because you're going to have more fun doing this.
so worried about someone being like, I need to watch the movie first.
No, you
No.
really don't.
You'll probably have to be on
right.
Ambien.
Yeah, we literally need a GoFundMe because, like, before this episode, I had 0 copies of it. Now I have 2.
Oh,
Well, next week, guys, we're talking about a video game movie. And not just a video game movie, but a movie that stars, well, not stars because it's kind of an ensemble, but it features the same actress that played Hobag, Typhoid
Let's
Mary.
go.
2 weeks in a row,
What?
she's in one of these movies. Yeah.
there we go.
And so we're talking about, have you ever played the fighting game Dead or Alive before?
I have not.
DOA.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's the one with all the chicks in the bikinis fighting each other.
let me play those kind of games.
Hey, once again, big, like, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like,
The
in
whole
every movie theater. That arcade game was in every movie theater.
Yeah, and
Yep.
and it was released to be a big blockbuster movie, and it
Yes.
Didn't.
was not that at
Yeah.
all.
No. Well, didn't have
Jamie
the right
Presley's
company.
in it.
Devin
Oh, wow.
IQ.
Is that the girl from Taken that plays the pop star? The girl that plays the pop star
No.
that he protects in the beginning of Taken
Oh.
is one of the main girls in the movie too.
Yeah.
And then Jamie Presley, and then this girl that was Typhoid Mary is in it, a bunch of others. So
Devin IQ was in Sin City. She was Miko. In,
nice.
Sin City.
There you go. And we're going to have another special guest with us next week. You won't be in the same room like we had Ryan and Lauren today, but Farrell, your better half, Stephanie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back for the first time since Tremors 2,
Wow.
is going to be in here to talk about Dead or Alive with
so
us.
First
it'll
time
be-
since Mummerman.
Was Mummerman after Tremors 2?
Was it? I don't know.
No.
I know. I think it was.
What's that?
I think it's Tremors 2.
I think it was Tremors 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But regardless, first time back since then. We love having
Regardless.
Stephanie, and Stephanie's going to be back again here watching first time a non-Tremors movie if you don't count Mummerman.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So it'll be
good.
me, you, and Stephanie, and who's the fourth?
Mel Vandy's going to
Oh,
be
there we
in
go.
there. So
Let's
Mel
go.
Vandy.
yeah, it's going
That
to be
guy.
fantastic.
Man, He should keep the shoe store open for that one.
He's going to be like, why did I come in for this? Can't wait to talk about that. It's, Bob was supposed to join us for Dead or Alive. It's definitely a Bob movie. It's a bunch of girls fighting in their underwear. Something came up, unfortunately, Bob had to miss, so it's going to be a little bit of a gap here without Bob, but Bob will be back at some point down the road, and I just wanted to tell you that I'm a little bummed that we're not going to get your wife and Bob going at each other's throats about Dead or Alive, because that would have been incredible. But what are you going to do?
Unless they agree.
Unless you never know. What if they're both thinking?
That would have made a great episode as well, though.
Either way. So thank you guys for joining us on Elektra. We're sorry if you actually watched the movie, but we're happy that you watched or listened to Bad Movies Rule. And so until next week with Dead or Alive, we're going to say see you on behalf of Ryan Farrell and Ryan Madela, Lauren Madela over there, Kurt Bummer. I'm James Hauser. Thank you for listening. Abby's awful and she can't act.
Nothing's happening in the entire movie.
That's a fact.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just count.
What are you doing? Are you counting? Stop counting.
OCD.
I don't care because she's hot.
What are you doing? Are you
Swimming with my legs open.
Sandbags.
Chlamydia.
I'm telling you, one of these movies, someone's going to attack her with sandbags, and it's going to be the worst mistake of their life.
Over.
So we get Elektra returns.
She's supposed to be in Deadpool 3.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.